What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Ramblers podcast. Is this episode 13?
Yeah. Yes.
I believe
Yes.
so. Alright, cool.
Yes.
So, we're going to do a bit of a special podcast today. I've got Danny with me again, as well.
Hello, how's everyone?
Eric's not here, apparently. No, he has some very serious stuff to do with. But we have got two guests with us. We've got Sean.
Hi, Mark.
And we've got Ben filling in.
Hello.
So these guys, we're here for a special episode. They're guesting so we can talk about our 5 favourite video game soundtracks of all time. Or maybe not all time, they'll probably change. I dropped a thing. We're also going to talk about the Star Wars trailer without spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the Justice League trailer that came out not too long ago. With spoilers, because no one cares. And we'll do a bit about Total Warhammer 2, and then we're going to talk about our favourite video game soundtracks. And that's it. Is everyone good? How's everyone going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, not too bad.
What's everyone been up to?
Things.
That's like your answer every podcast.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what. I've been put on the spot. It's just like I can't think of what I'm actually been doing for the week.
Oh yeah.
Somebody else for the show.
What have you guys been up to? What?
Playing a lot of Divinity.
Oh yes, boys.
That game is so good.
Yeah, it is such a good game.
Yeah.
Divinity the Second.
Yes, Original Sin 2. Not to be confused with Divinity 2. Like we were trying to get your dad to buy Divinity.
Yeah.
And he went to Steam and he was like, I found it, and it was Divinity 2, which is like an old 2006 game.
Oh, really?
And he was like, this is the same game. I'm like, no.
Same.
Yeah, because it's like there's a legendary edition. I'm like, what? Legendary edition.
I want a legendary edition.
And it was like only $15. Until we realised that, yeah.
It's great. It's only like a 50 meg installation.
Yeah. So the game actually looked wicked though. You get to like transform into a dragon and fly around and blow shit up. It looked amazing.
It's only like, I'd say, because I've played it.
Yeah.
And I only played like.
It's got like the mask with the like the
yeah. I was like, this looks rad. How have I never played this
I
before?
almost bought that when I first got
not that
PS3.
Oh yeah, it was on console as well. Shit.
It's not that great. Like.
Oh dang! You transform into a dragon. It's
Yeah.
an immediate 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen until I'd say like the last third of the game.
Okay. Immediate 10 out of 10.
That must mean the build-up is so good then.
Yeah.
It's just like, where's the dragon? Where's the dragon?
You're a
And then
lost
it's the-
farmer boy whose
Dragon,
parents have
dragon,
died. That's,
dragon.
I think, the story. And you have
Also
the
Star
spirit,
Wars.
and you have like the spirit of the dragon.
Oh, so like Dragonheart.
Also Gothic
And Fable.
Yeah.
without dragons.
And yeah, any Western story.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can tell because they have like
And Skyrim.
a glowing blue scar over their eyes.
Oh, man.
Like everyone that's got the dragon spirit within them. It's a weird game. Like,
Yeah. We also have a cat on the podcast as well. She won't say anything, but we have a cat on the podcast. Immediately makes us better.
yeah.
Right, so we'll talk about new stuff. But first thing we'll talk about, which isn't trailer related, but I think it's really interesting. So last podcast we talked about Fortnite versus PUBG
Oh yeah.
and that whole shuffle. Recently, the Fortnite mode Battle Royale, which is essentially PUBG in Fortnite, as we all know, has reached 10 million players in 2 weeks. What do you guys think about that?
So wait, as in
10 million people have played.
as of
The
when
new
it first
mode.
came
Yeah.
out
For
within
2
2 weeks.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm not surprised. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
And if it's
Yeah.
as good as Battlegrounds, then people will jump on that straight away. Because Battlegrounds, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Fortnite,
Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
build things, especially because of the mechanics of Fortnite that carry over into
Yeah.
the mode.
I always thought it was really cool.
I think that's what I didn't ask last week. So, with the Battle Royale mode in Fortnite, it is exactly like PUBG, but
You can build shit.
build,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's like
Can you do that in PUBG as well?
No. PUBG is just run around, firing guns, blow everyone up. As a Fortnite's more like that, but add them extra game mechanics for Fortnite into it, which I think is actually a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
Because I was watching gameplay, but it actually looks like a lot of fun. Being able to drop
sort
in.
of cell shaded,
Yeah.
2D
Yeah.
sort of graphics, and
And Fortnite has like heaps of weapons, but like all of them do like different things. So instead of just being like here's a scar, here's a shotgun, it's like here's this gun that does this weird thing, which actually looks cool. I actually been meaning to give it a go, but I have to buy Fortnite, and I can't bother buying Fortnite.
but
But it's free.
yeah,
That's true.
no, Fortnite's not free.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
buy
yeah.
Fortnite, and then you can get the free mode.
I thought you just meant the...
Yeah,
Nah.
but Fortnite itself, I would be keen to play because Matt's keen to play. and
Yeah.
people are keen to play.
Oh yeah, I remember I saw gameplay of it and I brought it up a while ago and I was like, this was cool. That was back when it was early access.
Yeah.
So now it's fully out. But yeah, so anyone else got anything to add to the whole fucking Fortnite PUBG reaching 10 million players in
That's
2
insane.
weeks?
I feel like with it reaching more publicity because of the
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
yeah,
Yeah.
because of I don't know air quotes scandal. not even a scandal, but I feel like that's why they've just reached so much
Yeah,
more players.
So I didn't expect it to be this much because like I was like, oh yeah, like I figured because so many people at Battlegrounds are like, fuck no, I'm not playing Fortnite. Battle Royale, they stole my favorite game, and Spee, and then like they reached 10 million players in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And PUBG's like, oh dang, but like that's really all. Like I didn't think that's actually really cool that happened. I didn't think that would actually.
People are probably just playing it to see what it's like in comparison to Battlegrounds. Whereas if they just left it alone, probably would have gone under the radar a bit.
Yeah. There's probably people who were like, is it really copying PUBG? And went and bought Fortnite and then gave the game a go and they were like, oh, this is a lot of fun.
But also I'd say...
You can make noise, it's fine.
But I also would say something like, because of, YouTubers and stuff like that, they always jump on that popularity train, whether it be like Cuphead or PUBG or Fortnite, then it's so much more accessible and so people can see it straight away. Like, it's like that, that Pokemon 3D remake.
Oh, the fan-made one?
Yeah, so I think...
The one that's going to die in like a week because they put it on social media?
It wasn't done by like Nintendo, but I think some developers were going to make a 3D remake, third person of Pokemon Fire Red.
Unreal Engine.
Yeah. And it was like... and all the fighting was like not turn-based, it was like you controlled the Pokemon and you fought. It actually looked alright.
They're going to get...
Yeah, because it's already...
Nintendo's going to be like, please take that down now.
Yeah.
And they put it on social media. Like, I went on the video and I went on the comment section. They're like, yeah, everyone who's excited for this, get ready for it to be taken down.
Yeah.
Because
they could potentially do what the people that were remaking Knights of the Republic were doing. Where they call it like a mod and give it away for free.
Oh,
and then they don't have any grounds to ask them to take it down.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, but they're still using the IP.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Because that's what happened to...
AM2R.
Yeah, AM2R. Because like that was given away for free, but people...
Yeah,
like,
but were they saying it was a mod?
No.
I
think Nintendo shut that down because they were making their own remake.
Yeah.
Righto.
Yeah.
But it's not a mod, so wouldn't that be like
But if
false
you
advertising?
say... Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking, like...
I don't know. It depends. It all depends
If you
on
want to do it, why don't you just do it and then change...
the name.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah,
the names,
like
just
Man
change-
Poke.
Just make up your
Man
own
Poke.
game that uses those new mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be like, I don't know, pocket creatures like Pyro, Rosa,
What's the plural of Pokemon?
Charizard.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Well, just make one that's Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Otherwise, people can get the long way to be like Pokemon.
Or like the German edition, Pokemensch.
Dude. Oh, man. That's like... It'd be interesting if Nintendo did what Sega does now. If they like essentially hire people who make fan projects.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did with Sonic Mania.
Blood packs.
As if Nintendo would get anyone outside of their
Yeah,
own.
but that's weird because like they're both like I feel like Nintendo could probably do that because
Maybe.
Sega and Nintendo are the same age, or roughly, and they've both been around for the same amount of time. Just Nintendo's prospered more than Sega, but I feel like Nintendo.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
in a sense, Sega has... Like, they had a lot less to lose doing it that way because, I mean, Sega went bankrupt like a while ago.
Oh yeah,
Like they hadn't been developing any consoles, and
all the games
that
they put out weren't doing well either.
Yeah.
Like, every single game wasn't doing like as well as they hoped. Like Vanquish and all that shit, great games, but didn't sell very well.
And I mean, the Sonic games in general, they were just getting worse and worse.
Oh yeah,
But
and
and I mean, like, who's to say that? Because you got Sonic Forces coming out at the end of the year, and I mean,
What is that?
that's the new Sonic game, the 3D Sonic game, which is actually being made by Sonic Team. Which
Oh, cool.
is it meant to be
doesn't look that
multiplayer?
great.
It's meant to be like you
can create your own character.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like the...
It's like the appeal of playing a Sonic game.
like Sonic DeviantArt. The game.
Yeah.
Yeah, or did you...
So you're gonna make Egg the Hedgehog. And be
Or
like,
did you hear about
me.
that?
Kill me.
Did you know about that weird Flash... I don't know if it's a Flash game, but that weird free Sonic game. And it's supposed to be like unfinished Sonic games, and one of them is, it's supposed to be Sonic Movie Maker in that, and like you make your own. You make
Sounds
your
like
own.
something Joe would play.
Yeah.
100,000 Sonic games in one.
And it's like, make your own Sonic, and it's supposed to become like an MMO.
I call it nothing.
Yeah.
Really slow. And he's Russian.
He drinks vodka.
Yeah.
The more vodka you find, the faster he goes, but not too fast.
It's like Popeye.
Yes. Oh, dude. That's rad. Alright, so there's that. We'll go into the next one. We'll do Justice League trailer.
Yeah.
Then we'll quickly talk about Star Wars afterwards without spoilers. The Justice League released a trailer a couple of days ago.
I'd say, about 3 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a cat and she's weird. She's currently smooching Sean's foot and table at the same time.
Sorry, I get that a lot.
She's a bit obsessed.
I also get that a lot.
Sorry, I just getting sidetracked by this feline.
She's just...
So Justice League trailer came out. So this is the first trailer after Joss Whedon's taken over as director.
That's right.
Because Zack Snyder's daughter committed suicide, so he...
That's right.
Yeah. So Zack Snyder's been like, I'm going to go be with my family, and Joss Whedon's like, I'll finish Justice League.
Yeah.
This is the first trailer that came out after that. There's actually quite a bit of changes. What did everyone think of the Justice League trailer? Who wants to go first?
I think it looks good. No, I mean, I'm not really been that much of a fan. I mean, I like DC characters, but I've never been a fan of their films. I don't know, maybe just because they just haven't reached as much traction and popularity just through like friends and
in short,
word of mouth.
In short, you mean there's the more or 90% of the DCCU movies that have come out are pretty trash.
Well, yes and no, but also I just don't hear it a lot through word of mouth. Like, I only hear about the negative stuff because of social media.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people who like it, and probably for good reason, but it's just I don't hear about it. So I'm just not that fussed about it.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, it's a comic movie, so people are going to see it regardless.
Yeah, and it's the first time Justice League have been on the screen since
That's true, yeah.
It's kind of like a bit of comic book history right here.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's probably
deep down I'll always be a Marvel fanboy.
Oh, yeah, same. It is interesting to think now that Joss Whedon technically now has directed both Marvel's first team outing and DC's first team outing.
Yeah.
Like,
Did he do?
With anyone,
he did Avengers, yeah.
like, that would be something that's good.
Yeah.
Who
And
knows? He might bring it back.
apparently, like, Joss Whedon, like, a lot of people are like, oh, he doesn't have that much to do, like, after, because apparently a lot of it was already done before Zack Snyder left. Apparently, Joss Whedon, like, went through all the stuff, and he was like, yeah, we're redoing a lot of this. I think the action scenes are left mostly intact, but all the dialogue and story scenes, he said they were a mess. So he's reshot all of them.
What?
And rewrote quite a lot of the script as well. So, which is really good. I'm happy about that. But this movie, it doesn't look that good. It looks pretty naff.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell. It's
Yeah.
It looks on par with Batman v Superman, which was not that good.
Yeah.
It looks,
Yeah.
like I said earlier, I'm gonna watch it for Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. I think that's,
basically it.
You can clearly tell there's more fun in this now as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more one-liners in the especially in the trailer, where it's just like with Aquaman being like, my man, and like...
Yeah, I think they're all sort of riding on Guardians of the Galaxy, because that works really well for them.
Yeah.
So now you've got, like, Ragnarok, and then
Yeah.
all of these
that
sort of
comes
fun...
out so soon.
Yeah.
So that's so
Well, it was like when we watched, not this film, not this trailer, but the Star Wars trailer. It was another one of those trailers that kind of went in time with the music, and it was all
yeah.
yeah, and it was like what you were saying, Kyle. All because of the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
Oh yeah, Guardians made that popular.
Yeah.
It was doing a trailer and beat to the music. And now every fucking movie's trailer is just like, pick a song and stick to that song's beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it works. Like Punishers work really well.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
With
great.
one, which is like,
Which is delayed now because of the shootings in Vegas.
oh damn,
Oh, right.
Jesus.
Because they didn't want to promote vigilante justice.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
that makes sense.
Didn't know
I mean,
about
at
that.
first they delayed, because that was around the time of the Comic-Con or whatever it is happening.
Yeah.
So they delayed the trailer,
Yeah.
but now they're actually pushing the show back for a couple of months.
Oh, that's
That
fair.
makes sense. Yeah.
Also, I think.
Because
They're definitely delaying. I'm not sure how long for.
Yeah. Because the whole not promoting vigilante justice makes sense because, that was what happened to Vegas was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Very, very bad. Yeah, but this trailer was alright. My big issue is it looks really fake. Like, the CG. A lot of it looks too CG'd. And that's, like, I know it's, like, a bit, like, every big comic movie has, like, a million times CG. But a lot of them try really hard to make it not look like a soundstage.
Oh, I think you're talking about Punisher for a second.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Punisher looks amazing.
Yeah, no, Punisher looks mint. But, like...
No, I see what you mean, because, like...
Yeah.
It looks really sort of green screened.
Yeah, it looks like it's all shot on a soundstage. Even the non-soundstage scenes where it's like, that was clearly in the farm, but... Is that a green screen? it looks artificial as shit. What were we going to say, Ben?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like... there's a lot of it that seems, like, incredibly fake, whereas, you know, you look at Guardians...
Yeah.
You get the sense that, they could be out in space. Like, you know it's fake, but it doesn't feel fake.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, you know it's fake, and you can sort of see that it's fake.
Even in, like, Guardians, like, as an example, even the hyper insane stuff, like, towards the finales, they don't look like that green screeny. Like, when they're inside Ego in the second movie, or when they're doing, like, when there's that massive storm of purple shit. It doesn't look bad. It's just like, oh, hell yeah. But in Justice League, it's like, it looks pretty bad.
I guess it comes back down to suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
And everything. And even though you know it's fake,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy does a really good job of
Make you be like...
suspending disbelief, whereas immediately with Justice League, it's like, oh...
Yeah. There's that one shot where, there's, like, the bat tank shoots one of its shells. It has that close-up, like, which is the tire, and it's got, like, the earth, like, crackling under next to it, and it's just like... That's, like, computer-generated ground. It's, like, and, like, floating. I was like, that would have been hard to replicate. You could just set like, a little charge that wasn't lethal at all, blown up some, use a slow-mo camera and just followed the explosion. That would have been fine.
Well, I was thinking maybe that also... Because none of us are really hyped for Justice League.
I am for the concept.
Yeah, from the trailer...
That doesn't count.
Yeah, no,
But you're not hyped for just the film.
No.
So, because that's why, whereas we're all pretty excited for Guardians of the Galaxy.
And anything Marvel does, really.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
For good reason, though.
Like, being excited about something immediately makes you look past the negatives and automatically go, wow, this is incredible and amazing. Whereas, if you don't like Justice League and people who really, really, really don't like DC films and who really aren't excited for this film, they will try and nitpick it as possible, and as soon as it's pointed out, you notice it, and so it's kind of like you dislike it already. You're not really interested in it, so you're not kind of
overlooking things.
Yeah.
I will give the trailer one bit of credit. I like the opening. The opening has like Lois Lane on like a farm and shit.
Yeah.
And she sees Superman.
Same.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, is that yes? Then it's like you realize it's like, oh no, she's having PTSD, and she's like, oh no, Superman's actually dead. That was really cool. I was like,
And then it sort of was pieced together with the old footage as well, and that's sort of just like
I was like that's the type of shit that I was like, ooh, that actually looks cool. I don't really care about like the explosions and stuff. Like that's granted, we know we're getting that, but I was like that stuff and storytelling.
Yeah, it's kind of like what else is happening in the movie apart from what?
Yeah. Also, like
they're just all one-liners.
my man. Yeah. What is Aquaman James Hetfield all of a sudden? Just, that's one of the things. So we all know the villain of Justice League is going to be Steppenwolf. I don't know
who that is.
He's
He's
Darkseid's uncle.
Yeah, no, he's
What?
like one of Darkseid's lackeys.
Yes.
Like underling. Sort of thing.
And you see him a bit in this trailer. He's like the guy that jumps down with the axe and blows shit up, and he's fighting Wonder Woman in like the silo where he's like hitting her stuff.
Yeah.
I was like really hyped for him. But now like because he's like again 100% CGI. He looks really bad. Like it's just like, oh look, Gal Gadot's fighting an enemy from fucking Middle Earth Shadow of War or some shit.
Steppenwolf? Why is he called that?
That's just his name.
That's just his name.
That's such a weird... I don't know. I'm very confused, but...
I know, like, literally, besides the fact he's related to Darkseid, that's all. That's
okay.
He's meant to just be a really badass parademon of some sort. But yeah, no, he looked really, like...
Yeah.
Like, the concept looked cool, but, like, he looked shit. I was just like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else got anything to add to Justice League trailer? Else to add to Justice League trailer? Sorry, my brain was just like...
Anything else?
It's just...
We'll be right back.
Guy's had a stroke.
No.
All right, cool. Right, so we'll quickly, because Sean and Ben haven't seen the trailer because I don't want to have spoilers, which is fair. We'll talk about the Star Wars Episode 8 trailer that came out a couple days ago. What do you think about it, Danny?
I'm really excited. I'm like...
We're not going to spoil it here as well.
Yeah.
So no one, if you don't want to have it spoiled, don't worry. We ain't spoiling shit.
I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Always have.
No, sorry. Nerd. It's not cool to hit Star Wars. Oh, sorry.
Did you kick her away?
I tried to pat her with my foot and she ran away.
Kicked her away.
No, whatever. She's made her choice.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. I
liked it.
Now that there is so much more, Star Wars production happening in general, I just always get hyped.
I'm surprised it took this long to get a trailer out because the Star Wars is only 2 months away, which is yeah. I'm surprised they didn't wait. I'm surprised they didn't go because usually they do one early year, which is their teaser. And mid-year they'd bring out their full time, and then probably bring out a third trailer. At the time this trailer would come out, but they've missed the mid-year trailer and just gone straight for this year.
Maybe was there any production delays or anything?
No,
like that?
Apparently episode 8 went swimmingly. They were just sweet shot, done, edit.
So maybe that's what they were. Maybe they were just I don't know, trying to clean up the footage, trying to make it all nice and perfect before, and then I don't know. Maybe they just decided to go against the grain and upload it later.
Yeah.
Maybe they couldn't decide what to put in without spoilers.
Yeah. Because
eventually we're well, we need to release one.
Yeah.
So
Disney was Disney's we can't just have the teaser. We need a full 2-minute trailer now. I hope they don't do any more trailers. I don't think they need to, because we've seen enough.
Yeah.
They've teased a lot in this trailer. This trailer has so many teasers where it's just yeah.
It's sneaky fun teasers.
Yeah. And a lot of editing tricks as well, where it's they'll take at least 2 scenes with different shots. Where it's completely obvious where it's that is there, but then they put them in order. It's a common trailer thing.
Yeah. Where it's just to make it look like they're in the same scene.
Yeah. Especially with the big scene at the end where everyone's I was but the end scene is a big one.
Especially that bit where Luke blows up. I love that. His little robotic hand just lands in the snow.
That's an editing trick. No, we won't say what happens there, but the end shot where everyone's going that is
I don't know. I'm
pretty sure that's an editing trick.
It could be.
But the two shots that are next to each other have completely different lighting. And completely one's got much different setting in the background.
Different coloring, different.
And so I was that. I think that might be an editing trick.
Maybe.
But there is a lot of stuff to get excited about for this.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
I'm excited.
I am excited.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. I'm always keen.
Has everyone got tickets?
Yeah.
I know we got tickets.
1 a.m. session. Because the midnight session was full.
Yeah. All midnight sessions were sold out.
He's gonna be so angry.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, oh, we'll go see it in the morning. And I was like, wait a minute. They're doing a 1 a.m. session. Quick, get on that. Oh, man. That's going to be fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll probably just see it.
The next.
Yeah, when it comes out.
When it cools down.
That's good though. That's good though because it's for me. It's not a Star Wars movie in cinemas unless I don't see it 3 times.
Yeah. See,
so I wait for I see it first, and I wait for everyone to go see it, and then piggyback for everyone. I'll go see it with you guys, and then I'm gonna see it with you guys.
Let's go and see it. Let's go.
Yeah, see, I know at least I'll see it at least twice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Me and it. King and I, but with more murder.
Shit.
So it's that's what I was talking to Mum about. She can't make the 1 a.m. She's got work the next day. She's like, I'll go see it again. It's like, Dora, I'll take you the next day because I want to see it. I will not be happy to see it 3 times in cinemas. Because then by that time I'll have my proper the first one's hype, so I walk out of there being best fucking move, punch the first next be the second one's just
and do the Homer Simpson where it's just wow, I can't believe Darth Vader looked father.
And then the second viewing for me will be
Han Solo dies.
The second one will be alright, cool, I now know now you can and then the third one will be my proper okay, is it actually good? But yeah.
Yes.
Right. So there's that. You got anything else to add to the Star Wars?
I'm excited. Star Wars, let's do this.
Hyped? Everyone hyped for The Last Jedi?
I am.
It's gonna be so good.
There is hope. I
hope it's good. I hope it's not an Empire Strikes Back retread. Because I feel it could be. There's the signs it might be an Empire Strikes Back retread.
Well, considering the first one was
a New Hope retread.
Yeah.
But I hope they don't do it for that. I
feel that was J.J. Abrams maybe testing the waters.
Well, yeah, the reason.
I wonder if they noticed. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was just based on they need to prove they can make a good Star Wars movie again. Like a good Star. Like
I mean, it's going to be hard to tell a story without delving into that because of the Heroes Monomyth and how Star Wars
it is that.
It is that.
Yeah. Not created.
And with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So it's like, do we go against the grain but possibly have a story that doesn't make any sense?
Yeah, no.
Or keep archetypes and have people blame.
And like the one thing is like I won't give next to it, but there will be there's a split up in this movie, obviously, because at the end of Force Awakens, characters end in different areas. Which is again what Empire did. Empire did the split up where every character, except for the fact that New Hope, everyone ended together. At the beginning of Empire, everyone got split up. But Force Awakens, everyone got split up at the very end. And in this movie, they all have their own little stories. Yeah. Which is again, that's a very Empire-y thing to do.
It was interesting.
Scam.
It was interesting to watch. Return of the Jedi number
3?
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah, the third of the original trilogy.
Yeah. Because I, didn't really, I guess, pay attention to the ending of it. Like, I did, but I didn't really realise that he'd left, and then obviously in episode 7 he had disappeared, and I was like, why did he disappear again? And then
he doesn't disappear at the end of 6. He's with all of them at the end of 6.
Don't
forget there's a lot of time.
There's like a 20...
And that's what most of 7 was like, where's Luke? Why did he disappear?
Because there's a 20-year gap between Return of the Jedi and...
That's what I keep on forgetting.
And Force Awakens.
And in that time he's opened like a Jedi Academy and he's like training people.
And he trained to like Kylo Ren before he became Kylo Ren.
The Knights of Ren.
When he was just Kyle.
Probably. Ben, that's right, yeah.
Shit. Literal scar. Oh, cat wants out, everyone. Cat wants out. Cat is out, everyone.
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out. We're gonna call it Cat's out of the bag.
Cat is literally out of the bag.
So there's that. So we'll quickly move on to Total War. Total War. That's just hype over to what we were saying. So Total War.
It does.
Total War Warhammer 2 came out a week ago. Is it a week ago? So? Probably a week ago.
I'd say a week and a half.
I probably say wait.
It was the Friday before I left.
Yes. So yes, it was about a week ago-ish.
Like 2 weeks.
I'd say. So that came out. Me and Sean have been playing a lot of it. Yeah. Me and Sean have been playing a lot of it.
Sorry.
4 years now. So me and Sean have been playing quite a lot of it. Neither you, Danny, or Ben, you've played it. None of you have played it yet?
Nope.
No, I've played the first one a lot.
Oh, okay, yes. So yeah, you probably should take a bit of into this.
Have you seen me play it and I've sort of told him things?
Yeah. So this one, sequel to Total War, is with the Warhammer universe, which is the match made in heaven of strategy games. This one, it's more it's essentially exactly the same game, but with a million refinements to make it a lot better. So essentially, plays 4 races: Dark Elves, High Elves, Lizard Men, and Skaven. Skaven being a rat type people, for those who don't know, and everyone else gives away what they are pretty easily. And you all have to fight over this vortex, and you have to fight, and you have to try and take it before the other ones get it. You have to complete rituals and wars. Yes, I'm doing lots of hand movements to. Woo! What do you think? What do you think of the Total Warhammer 2, Sean?
I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. It's the same game, but bigger and better with they fixed all of the issues and my headphones work. That's the only thing that I wanted from this game.
Like, it's the first one, the headphones didn't work on your first game for some reason.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
I had to run the sound through the... Yeah.
Yeah. I like this one so much more than the first one. Not just in the first one, though. The first one was amazing. But the second one is, so much better.
Yeah.
In, every way.
It makes sense for the second one to be so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it better be better.
Yeah. Especially because it's essentially exactly the same game. There's no major changes.
Except... Yeah, I like the storyline implemented into the multiplayer, where rather than just being win.
Yeah, wait for chaos to show up and then fight chaos.
Yeah. Now there's actually an aim.
Yeah. I like how the cutscenes aren't one painting where it's you did this. Alright, now go back to my game. They're full 5-minute long cutscenes of all these different intricate drawings. And I was just that's
that art style's really cool. It's like the Divinity cutscene.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Holy shit. Yeah, what do you think of the races? I love the races so far. They're so much fun to play.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really played Lizard Men
They're good. They're really good.
Yeah, I don't really see the appeal though for me.
But dinosaurs.
But you get dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So maybe I will.
They're like the chaos of this one because you can't play as chaos in this one.
But Dark Elves pretty chaosy.
Oh, in terms of actual playstyle, because Dark Elves are very like not squishy, but they're very like their units aren't that strong by themselves. They're about grouping. As with Lizardmen, their units by themselves are powerful as shit.
Yeah.
Like you could send a 20-unit Lizardmen army against a 40-unit High Elf army, you probably still have a really good chance of winning. Just because their units are super strong, and they got really good magic users as well. But like, they're all. I like how every race is really different. Like they all, instead of just being like, these ones have these units. They all have like intricate mechanics. Like High Elves have got intrigue and all that, which allows you to do like all this diplomacy shit. And Dark Elves have slaves, where it's like, get ready for rebellions every 4 turns because all your towns are in fucking riots because you have so many slaves.
But money.
Yeah. I do like the fact that with them you can choose which towns get slaves.
Yeah.
You can be like, no more slaves for that town. More slaves for that town. Like, that's really cool. Also stops your rebellion from going on. Even though I haven't noticed the public order change no matter what you do.
Yeah,
so
they just hate you.
Yeah, it's just like, no more slaves. It's just like, rebellion next turn. But I said no more slaves! I told you no more slaves!
But I suppose, I mean, if you're doing that on a town that you took over,
yeah.
it's like, loot, pillage, murder everyone, but I won't give you slaves, love me.
Oh man, that's good. So we've got 2 campaigns going, where your High Elves on one. What's the other race you're playing?
Dark Elves.
Yes, that's it. And I'm playing Skaven and High Elves on one each. Have you played? Who is the race you played the most with?
I think I've played the most High Elves.
Ah, yes, nice.
I haven't actually played it that much. I'm waiting for the blood patch.
Yeah, it's so annoying that they're still doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean, at least if you bought the first one, then you get this one for free.
Yeah.
But Mortal Realms.
Yeah, that's the big thing that
The hype.
Yeah. So what
that I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So what Mortal Realms is, for anyone who doesn't know, is they're going to take the campaign maps of this Total War game and the first one and make a massive big campaign out of it. You can play as any race you want to play, and it's going to be like the biggest campaign map any Total War game has ever seen ever. It is going to be so good. I really hope we were talking about ages ago, or not ages ago, 3 days ago, that we really hope that this brings in more than 2-player campaigns.
Yeah.
It's like you bring in, because at least have like maybe like 4. I haven't seen you can have 4 people playing at the same time, because that it's a turn-based game. That wouldn't break the game that hard.
Yeah.
The turns are going to be long no matter what. Like even if you're playing by yourself, Mortal Realms, those turns are going to go.
The 120 factions.
Yeah, those turns are going to go for ages. So like, might as well bring in 2 extra players.
Yeah, that's 120 starting factions, let alone when the other ones
Rebellion,
come in.
and if they're going to use all the new mechanics of Total War 2, so rogue armies are going to be there as well. So like that's like an army.
The pirates.
Yeah.
The pirate spy.
The pirates. But that's going to be awesome. There's so many things. There's so many just little tweaks to this one that have made it so much better than the first one. Where it's like you can see army stances now instead of guessing what they are.
Yeah.
So you can be like, oh, these guys are in recruitment. Attack quickly! They can't get away. Or like that stuff. Like
that's where you could see that in the first one, but it just makes it easier.
Yeah. I like like you said before, the campaign, how it's story based now. I like the fact you're all working towards the same goal, which is take the vortex, but you have to beat all those rituals and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that stuff. That's cool. It's a really good Total War. Danny, you've never played any Total War games before, have you?
No, I don't think I have. No.
You should play it. You should play the Warhammer ones. So I feel like you'd really like them.
Or Shogun.
Yeah,
Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun, yeah. Because essentially what Total War is, because you like Heroes, the Hero series you really like.
Not past.
Okay, but the ones
the ones talk about the new ones.
The ones you do like, you really like.
5.
Yes.
Yeah, 5. Yes, 5 is great.
See, I've never played 5. I've only played 2 and 3.
Oh, okay. 5 is pretty great.
Yeah, 5 is great. So I feel like you would like Total War, because Total War is essentially Heroes, but take turn-based battles out of it and put massive army battles.
See, I don't like the
Oh, Cat's back.
I don't know, because way I've seen it, it kind of reminds me a bit of the strategy style, like in Age of Empires. Am I right or no?
In terms of the combat or the
Mainly
economy?
the combat.
No,
I'd
see,
say.
combat in Total War doesn't require buildings. You just have your armies.
Well, like, okay, so get rid of the building of it.
Okay.
If you have an army and then you have your enemy's army, is the combat similar? See, I don't
Sort of,
really
but you don't
Yeah.
select individual soldiers like Age of Empires. Everything's
Groups.
So squads. So you have a squad of like 120 is mainly the base.
Yeah.
So you have 120 spearmen or whatever, and you can just select that squad, and you get cards that represent each squad. So you can select different cards to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can. It's more strategic.
It's like Heroes. You know how Heroes, you have like
It's
the one
different.
monster?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
one
like-
could argue that Age of Empires is more strategic, but
Yeah,
they're differently strategic.
Yeah.
It's like Age of Empires is like your StarCraft type of RTS, as per Total War is your combat wise, no, not combat wise, but more of your Civ type of RTS.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Yeah, you, you really got to think about like which units you're using to fight
yeah.
other units.
Yeah, and every units have counters. So, like, if you have cavalry, you wouldn't send swordsmen after cavalry. You'd send spearmen because spearmen can take cavalry out. Or like,
And
yeah.
Yeah, there's things like if you put units in trees, they become invisible, so you can flank, and also
Oh.
There's rushing as well. Like,
there's a lot of emphasis on ground. So if your troops are on high ground and people are fighting uphill, they'll get a defense weak.
and also
Yeah.
also morale factors
Disadvantage,
into it. So like, if
But
you
your troops will get an advantage.
yeah, there's also morale
But
factors
it's-
into it. Lots like a good way to win is to make your enemies break. So be like
And what do you mean by break?
break their morale?
Oh.
So,
So
like,
they'll route and run away.
So if
like-
they run, you break their formation, which means you can mop them up real easy and stuff. So like, if you're playing like say Skaven, you have like the worst leadership ever. So like,
yeah.
everyone runs. Once their morale hits half, like fuck this, we're out.
So that's for the real strategic like people.
But the good thing is
like
like they don't run routing like as soon as a unit runs, they don't run forever. They run.
Well,
until-
sometimes they do, but
Yeah,
often
yeah.
they. If you
If rat ogres run, you never see them again.
Yeah,
It's like, goodbye.
you get leadership units, which are like super powerful commanders that inspire confidence. Have you played any of the 40k games?
No, I
Like Dawn
haven't.
of War.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
because the combat is sort of similar to that on a small
Yeah,
scale.
yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing, like, it's all about flanking, like, it's all about actual strategies where it's not just attack. You can, but once you get past the early game, that's how you lose.
Yeah, unless you really outnumber them, in which
Yeah.
case you can just auto resolve.
Yeah. But it's all like, I had like a battle where it was like, I was being attacked. And it was one where the game was like, you're going to lose this battle. Like, he told me, like, you're not going to win this battle.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like, they were coming to attack, and I had 2 funnels where, like, they had to come through. So I was like a smart man, I was like, alright, I'll set half my army, put one there. And then they all went for one. So I took the army on the second half, went around and came from behind.
Okay.
So then that broke their morale because they couldn't go anywhere. So like, ah!
Yeah.
There's tons of things, like
Yeah.
powerful units nearby, or
Yeah.
casual,
Okay.
pretty in-depth.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like
It's essentially
interesting, and
it's essentially if you took like the world exploring of Heroes, because the campaign map,
Or Civ, I'd say.
yeah, Civ, yeah. If it's more or less exactly the same, where it's like you look at cities, you choose what they build, you go around, you explore, you fight people, and then the combat is just massive war size, where it's like
Just 1-1, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like I send 10,000 units that way, and then I break them off into factions, and then blah, blah, blah. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun, especially when you do like the games like you're not going to win this battle. Then you're like, fuck that, no auto resolving, you fight it and you win.
yeah.
Yes, I told the game I am the master.
yeah.
It's so good. You should give it a go, Danny. It's really good.
Yeah. I still feel like there definitely 100% needs to be Middle-earth Total War.
Oh, yeah.
It writes itself.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Well, I mean,
Right?
isn't that actually no?
Nah,
There's
Battlefield.
mods.
Yeah, I was gonna say Battle for Middle Earth is completely different. It's more like the
That's more Age of
Yeah,
Empires.
that's long your quick battle style where it's like build based attack done.
Yeah.
Next, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm usually I'd love a total
And
total.
even the name just trips off the tongue.
yeah,
Yeah.
Total War Middle Earth. Like
Oh yeah, because Total War has to go first.
yeah, like I love how when like they were doing the Warhammer games, which is like, all right guys, we're doing Total War Warhammer. I was like, did anyone?
Don't say war twice.
It's like, did anyone think?
Total Warhammer.
It's just like the CEO Sega's like, no, the Total War must come first.
Yeah, but you're taking 2 franchises.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You couldn't do Total Warhammer, but you could do
Yeah.
Warhammer Total War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I always thought the
fits in
title.
with it.
That's what I
Yeah.
always thought the title was, but nah. Is there anything else you want to add about Total War 2, Sean? Total Warhammer 2, I should say. So that's it's fucking awesome. Just need that blood pack
Yeah, no, it is really good.
and more DLC races and more rails.
Yeah, and it runs a lot smoother graphically as well.
Yeah, this one runs on my computer a lot better than the first one did. Like, I get a solid 60 on medium, like because my computer's not that good. But like at home, I get a solid 60 on medium. I'm like, oh, that didn't happen on the first game.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really good.
definitely
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, if you like RTS games, especially if you like Total War, especially if you like Total Warhammer 1, then give it a go.
I'm gonna give your copy a try first
Yeah,
before buying it, just because I don't want to get it and then she's like,
I'd say
okay.
wait for like
Wait for Mortal Realms.
yeah,
Because then you could play, because with Mortal Realms you could play as any race from the first game that you bought.
yeah
So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah
it's gonna be crazy.
yes
But do you have to buy them if you don't already have them?
yeah. But you can choose mine. So I've got
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have any of the DLC factions because I just never got around to getting them.
I could probably buy them if I get enough, like...
Yeah, I mean, you get. Oh wait, you get anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I didn't get Norska because so I got messed around by the system.
What happened?
So I don't know what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was a mishap with EB.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is, if you pre-ordered Total Warhammer 2, you'd get a DLC race for Total Warhammer 1.
Oh, wait, yeah, you were telling me about
Yeah,
this.
and so it was definitely if you did it in Steam, you definitely got it. It happened. But I did it through EB because I wanted the physical copy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure EB advertised this because I saw it was like pre-order. It was like pre-order now to get Norska, which is the race. They're essentially Vikings with dragons and shit.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Noska's awesome. You get like ice giants and.
Oh yeah, the dude you had with all the mouths.
Oh,
We're like, why do you have all these mouths?
Mouths? What?
Yeah, he had a massive mouth in his stomach and just like eats people.
Yeah, and he had like mouths on like his
Jim
forearm.
He was a troll. He wasn't human.
Oh my god.
He was great. So like it was meant to, but I didn't get it, and then I contacted eBay and like you should contact Sega about that. So I contacted Sega and I was like, you should contact your retailer about that. I was like, fucking what? Fine.
Did you give AV a call?
They were just like, oh, it wasn't a thing, and but I went on forums and some dude had screenshots of them. Of them advertising it.
You should have shown the retailers.
I did. They were like, "Oh no, it's Sega must have messed up." And I went to Sega, and they're like, "No, it's a thing with retail." And I was like,
That's bullshit.
"Yeah,
That's terrible, because when I did the thing... When I bought...
when I did the shit."
when I bought Tekken 7, because I pre-ordered that as well.
Yeah.
The Steelbook, the deluxe edition.
Yeah, so you can get the season pass.
Yeah. And the code wasn't working. And I was like, I looked up online first off because I was like, okay, I'm hoping it may just be me, but when I look online and everyone else had the exact same problem.
Yeah.
And so I called up the retailer, and luckily this time when I gave them a ring, they went on it, got on it straight away, and apparently they got in contact with Bandai Namco straight away.
Yeah.
Because 100,000 of people have been calling them saying apparently the code wasn't working, so they were reissuing it to
I remember.
whenever.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just a bad EB person
I think it was EB advertised it,
and being lazy.
but EB advertised it, and then realized they weren't offering that. So
Yeah.
then because they were like, "Oh, they're like it must have been just a mix up between
Use your words.
the mix up between what Sega was doing and AEB must have gotten the wrong memo or some shit. Because a lot of it apparently was a very big thing. Like,
There are EB games outside of Australia as well. Not that
Well,
I'm in
GameStop.
America.
Well,
No, there is an EB Games.
in
Yeah,
Canada.
in Canada, yeah.
Yeah,
Which probably is why people were like, EB Games has this, but it may not.
Well, it was a lot. It wasn't it was a pretty common thing because I went on Googled it and I found like heaps of people were like, I bought this game physically and I was told that I'd get Norska like from EB. And they didn't get it. I was just like, ugh.
So it may have been just something.
EB or Sega must have fucked up. And we're like, oh wait, you don't get it physically, and then it was too late to fix the problem.
So that's bad.
Yes, that's all for that. So moving on to our main topic, our 5 favorite video game soundtracks.
Yes.
We'll do like we always do our 5 lists. One person goes first. Does everyone have a solid list of 5, or does everyone have honorable mentions as well?
I don't think.
I've got 4 and a bit.
Okay.
I've got 4 and ideas for 5.
As in like a 4 and a maybe kind of thing?
Yeah. 4 and then a couple of
Yeah, so I've got
toss up between a few.
I've got my 5 and I've got a few that I was like.
Okay, well, you guys go first, and if it's one I've forgotten, then I'll.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
So yeah, so Danny.
I'll let you go first.
No, you take it away.
Okay. Alright,
Get
fine.
tricked, boy.
Alright, so I'll do mine first, in no particular order. So I'll start off with...
Are these honorable mentions or?
No, this is just my top
Oh, you didn't have
5.
any honorable
I don't have
mentions?
any honorable
Fair enough.
mentions at all. I struggled to get my 5th. I literally just thought of my 5th one then.
It was hard to like. I didn't want to do what I do with every list and look at like with like everyone. I was like, oh, list of PS2 games, and I looked at every single PS2 game.
That would take for ages
See,
though.
list of games.
list of games starting from 1996.
Which games do you want?
now.
All of them.
if it was made, I won.
Yeah.
No, but I was trying to just do it purely off my head, so I was like, those must be the soundtracks that are great.
Yeah.
They're like the ones that I can remember.
Oh wait, no, I just did think of an honourable mention. So let me just write that in now.
Alright, I'm going to be judging you both very harshly. I mean, I imagine Kyle's list is quite obscure, but Danny, I'm judging you.
There's definitely.
I was gonna put one that was quite obscure because I do listen to it quite regularly.
There's one game on
yeah.
here you'd really
Alright,
be like,
so-
yes. Everyone else is just like.
Oh, and we're doing them in order? Number 1 being like all-time favourite, or just
if you
5?
want.
If you want.
Alright, mine are in order.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so mine
Mine are
aren't.
mostly in order. It's like the last one I'll mention will be my favourite
Yeah.
of all of them.
Oh.
But the rest of them are just like everywhere.
So I'll do with my first one, which is a game called Electronic Dance Joy, I think what it's called.
No.
So-
Collective.
Yeah. So essentially, it's essentially. So what it is, it's a side scroller. It's making fun of itself.
It's calling Dance Game.
Well, no, it's
Rhythm game?
this. What?
Rhythm game?
Rhythm game. Actually, I thought it was, but it may not be. So the story is essentially you play as a character who lost their arm in a dance war of such and such year, and both their legs in this other dance, and then they finally lost their butt in this ultimate dance battle war. And so it's a quest to go hunting for your butt.
I think you win for the most obscure game on this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and it has like
And then Kyle can pull out some JRPG.
and, like,
that's true.
it's a parody of the music genre, electronic dance music. So it's EDJ instead of EDM. And so all it's just got EDM music constantly playing because I like that sort of genre. And you have like boss battles, and it's like, because it's in a pixel format, you don't actually have an image.
Sorry, I just thought of my fifth.
Oh, okay. I was like, do you know it? No.
This weird game we're talking about. It resonates.
A bit of my childhood that I repressed.
Oh, dude. Alright, sorry. Continue. I just thought of another game.
From repressed memories.
Yeah, repression. Richard Gere.
But yeah, so that's that one. And yeah, it's got a really nice, like, I guess, dancey music. So whenever I'm doing like housework, or if I'm just in a real like hardcore assignment mood, I'm listening to it. It's just like, yeah. And then it's probably just me like trying to draw a 2D character sprite for a game.
That's beautiful.
And so the next one I picked is Heroes of Might and Magic 2.
Ah, yes.
So all of there's not much music. Actually, no.
There's a lot of music in the game.
Actually, there is a lot of music, and it's all quite different because it's got all like, there's snow theme, because I've got the soundtrack on my phone. It's like snow theme, forest theme, like swamp theme, and then
That was
Back when soundtracks were simple.
yeah.
that was before Heroes was like, oh shit, we need to actually give these races names, not just be
Yeah.
like, you're playing as the fire faction
Yeah.
or the wood faction.
It's just like, you are a necromancer and you look like character number 3.
yeah.
And it's like, you don't have a backstory, it's just the backstory of the world.
You're playing as Infernos. All your guys just look like demons.
But yeah.
There's no story here.
But it was really funny because I actually like a specific version of the soundtrack. So
the original?
no, because there's a demo version of the game, but for some reason
Is that the one that came in like Kellogg's cereals?
I think it must have been, but we didn't get the demo. We got the full version, but it still came with the original soundtrack, or the demo soundtrack, which apparently on all the full, like the now sold versions, like being on Steam and GOG and that,
Yeah.
they have the, I think it's called the Succession Wars, is the expansion, and that all comes with it, and that has an opera version, which kind of gets rid of the original one. So I'm not really a fan of that one, but a fan of essentially their MIDI versions of them.
Oh.
And they sound very pixely. And-
I'm pretty nostalgic towards like old video game MIDI
Yeah.
soundtracks.
Yeah, right.
I do love them.
It sounds like just someone...
Yeah.
Oh, where have I heard that music from before?
That's
Age of Empires.
Yeah.
Oh, it is it.
Yeah.
Oh, Age of Empires, yeah.
Well, I mean, it was my humble rendition of Age of Empires.
That's right.
It was perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
No, I was just like, I remember the song. But yes.
Let's
So
just
that was Heroes. Third one, I put Doom. in, which was
Which Doom?
the latest one.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the way here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was, because that was actually the 5th one that I managed to pick. And I was like, what's something? And for some reason, I just remember that it was like this intense hype music. That's
Gented up.
yeah, because it's like,
Just
there's
rip and tear. It's really the only
Was
song.
it Australian composer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mick Gordon.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, boy.
He used to do Need for Speed games.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
cool.
their soundtracks were hype though.
yeah. Actually, yeah. Oh man, I should have put that one on. But anyways,
Also, yeah, rip. All you really need from that soundtrack's rip and tear.
yeah.
That's like the theme. With like also that's like.
Well, because it's like completely quiet during the walking like.
Yeah, it has that
moments.
sci-fi ambience where it's just like.
It's not. I wouldn't even call it music. I'd call it just ambience that's a part of the world.
Yeah, but as soon as
It's
demons show up, it's just like.
It's like yeah, it's constant.
Mick
it's
Gordon playing on
intense.
like an 8-string, just like a
then-
down-tuned 8-string guitar
No,
as well.
he played it so it made that if you looked at it in the files, it made it look like a pentagram.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and I can't remember which song it was, but if you look at like the music file,
That probably didn't help that probably helped protesters quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like, doom with the work of the devil!
but yeah, if you looked at it, I don't know what it is, but like essentially the music bars
There's a
on a program.
spectrogram.
Yeah, and you like expanded it to the point you can actually see there's like like pentagrams all along in the music.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know the story of like how the Doom soundtrack came to be?
No.
So like when they were doing, he did Wolfenstein as well. And,
Oh, that makes sense.
Love
yeah,
that
Yeah.
soundtrack.
and like there's bits of that where like it gets a bit genty. Sometimes it's just like
Yeah.
do, and I'm just like,
It's coming
my
out soon as well. The
yeah.
new
Oh,
Colossus.
yes. Like 2 weeks exactly.
Keen for that.
But yes, so they were doing the soundtrack for Doom, new one.
Yeah.
And they were like, we don't want like a heavy metal soundtrack. They're like, they didn't want to rely on it. So they were like, so Mick Gordon's like, cool, I won't do a heavy metal soundtrack. So he did it normally, and then he did one song where he's just like, have a listen to this. And then they were like, fuck yes, do the entire soundtrack like that. And he rewrote the entire soundtrack to be
Oh,
like a heavy
wow.
metal like soundtrack.
That's great.
I'm pretty sure it was Rip and Tear was the song that got them into it.
Do they have? I actually would like to have listened to what the original soundtrack would
It's
have been
just
like.
the same, but without. Whenever there's just like really heavy guitars, remove that and drums. They just made it like a really. It was meant to be just a really like
Like an atmosphere.
yeah, like what most shooter games from like the 2008 to like 2015
Yeah.
had. It was just like yeah.
Yeah.
And with like hellish tones as well, because like there's the ambient hell like where it's just like this is like otherworldly hell music. Like I was one day I was studying to the Doom soundtrack, and it got to like the really atmospheric hell songs, and I was just like,
It's like, I'm very scared.
it's just like, and it's like
Yeah, because it's got like
changing soundtrack now.
I need some happy music.
Dark Souls soundtrack, let's go. Right, what's the next
so that's
one, Dan?
video game soundtrack number 3.
Number
number-
5.
Number 4 or number 2, if I'm going down to up, is the Divinity Original Sin 2 soundtrack.
Are you putting Divinity Original Sin too?
Yeah, like I
Such a good sound.
It-
It is.
Oh, yeah,
that
we-
opening song.
It is
Yeah.
it is great.
like it was funny when cause my dad did end up buying the game in the end, and I think he was just in the other room and I could hear the music. It's like, I need to watch this. I just want to listen to the music. It's so good.
It does have very
Yeah, it
good
is a really good game.
But also, I didn't realize that when you picked the instrument, because I didn't read it properly, it actually plays like
Whenever you kill someone or whatever, you do something.
because I was
Yeah.
just like, I
So
thought this
when you
was-
figured that out, I figured that at the same time because I just thought like those
I
instruments
thought
were in
you
the
were being
game.
smart, and you're like, yeah, this is this and this, but
No,
I was-
whenever you get XP, it's like
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
like
so cool.
so yeah, like I thought there was like there would be like you'd come across an instrument and be like, oh, your character knows how to play
Yeah.
it. I was thinking in a D&D
that's what I was
mindset.
thinking as well. Like that would have been cool.
It's great when you do multiplayer because everybody picks a different one. So it's when it goes to their turn,
Yeah.
it like changes.
Oh,
the main
that's
instrument it's playing.
cool.
Also, Divinity multiplayer is the greatest thing.
What?
ever.
Just what you said about your character can play it. You know how I still in the game I stole that dude's loot?
Yeah,
My instrument wasn't loot, and it said I hadn't learned how to play loot as a child.
yeah. You can't choose the loot as the instrument on the thing.
There's a loop.
It's cello.
There's cello,
Oh, it was an oud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, I take it back.
and then like the flute type thing. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
There's one that's a band. It's not a banjo, but it's looks,
Yeah, it's
I don't know. It looks like
Yeah.
called. It's got quite a
It's the one you
metallic.
choose.
Which one?
The one above the oud, the one that you pick all the time.
No,
It's
I
like-
picked the oud all the time. No?
It's the one that sounds like a metallic.
Oh, yeah, no,
ding,
The
ding.
oud sounds like a
Yeah.
So I picked for our multiplayer campaign. I picked cello.
Yeah.
The one I'm playing with you, I picked oud,
Yeah.
and the other one, my single player one, I picked a different one.
I think, because there's one that essentially sounds like a flute, a guitar, a banjo, and
a
a
bass.
violin. Or a bass, which is the cello. But, yeah.
because cello's fucking awesome.
Every single person that studies string is just like,
Yeah.
say a cello sounds like a violin.
That sounds like bass. That's like bass.
Bass. Well, I don't know.
That sounds like a cello.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, no, she
Yeah,
just said it
violin's
sounds
just like
like a
mini
cello.
cello. Viola's just like slightly mini cello. And then cello's normal
Cello.
cello.
Double bass, big cello.
Big cello, yeah.
Yes. What's your last game?
Guitar, sideways cello.
Sorry, music people. I mean, sorry, Sean and Ben. Moving on.
I like the piccolo.
I
like the triangle. I played the triangle in the band.
Stop this madness.
There's actually a music student in the room. They're just like dying.
I know. My last one. I do have a couple of honorable mentions, but my last official one on my list is the Elder Scrolls Oblivion soundtrack.
Hey.
Yeah, like it's such good. Because whenever it's I think it's depending on where you are, either in the world. Or, yeah.
I just love when you would fast travel into the middle of the forest or something and just be like walking around on your horse and be so like
It's like do 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 do, and it's like you're on your horse, like, and then you get approached by a
through
stupid bandit.
Citadel.
You can get pressure. I remember with the Dark Brotherhood, and you're like, ah!
That was the first thing I did.
The dude we didn't pay a horse park and fine. He was
Oh my
like,
gosh,
oh, are you
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Give me 5 gold.
It was the first time I played Oblivion. I went to a tent in the middle of the forest. I was like, I want to rest here. And I woke up, and like, because it's early Bethesda, that's when like if a character would approach you, you wouldn't like gracefully turn the camera, but like, our character woke up, and it was like a Dark Brotherhood was standing above me, and she's like into his face, and like ah.
I remember that was the first thing I did. Well, actually, no.
I was like, hello there. I'm like, get out of my tent.
yeah, yeah, because I was like, I had somehow fallen asleep on like a ship, and somehow like the Dark Brotherhood appeared me. I was like, how did you get on here? It's on the ocean. But yeah,
We have ways.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the game does have a great soundtrack.
It is very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, good list.
Well,
And also,
you got some honorable mentions?
yeah. So first one is Pokemon. I'd say probably. Yeah, I'd say probably like Pokemon Fire Red and
They do have nice soundtracks. We'll give them that.
Red, Blue, and
Green.
Yellow, Green. I guess have like really they're the ones that are most memorable. That's
Green.
for me.
The classics.
Yeah.
I never did the
mean,
the
that-
Pokemons growing up.
That's
Yeah. It was again my
remix,
church found it would be a vile thing.
Well, that was the thing is that I went from Pokemon Yellow all the way
real,
to
real nerds play Digimon.
I was a bit of a I had like Rumble Arena.
Yeah,
what's Rebel
True
Arena?
gamers play both.
It was
It's like-
Smash but with Digimon characters.
Oh, that's cool.
and it's so
Yeah.
so
On PS1.
bad, but really good.
Yeah.
Digimon Rumble Arena.
Oh dear.
Every time you bring
the yellow
game up-
one.
Yeah. Oh.
The yellow one with the claws who turns into the big ass thing.
Oh. Not is it
It's like the main character.
Is
You
it
mean
Agumon?
the main dragon
Yeah.
character?
Is
Agumon? Yeah,
Agumon.
Agumon. Yeah. Good old Agumon. Yeah. Digimon is cool, guys.
Yeah.
You weren't cool unless you played the Duel Masters game on PS2.
I had the Duel Masters game on Game Boy and that. Oh.
You weren't cool unless you had the Digimon Tamagotchis.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I did.
Is this going to lead us back to the scanners conversation?
Scanners.
How good are scanners, man?
They are the best.
Now that I own so many things with barcodes, I would scan.
You know what
All
my favorite
the
soundtrack
things.
of all time is? The Scanner soundtrack.
Dude, I legit found my old scanner like a month ago. I was like, yes!
Dude, they're worth so much.
I was,
Are
You
they?
should sell it. Yeah, on Amazon they're like $100.
Fuck yeah.
the pastime of like only 2000s kids remember.
I just remember seeing like the really like
I used to
all
do
the ads.
I used to do it so much that like you know how you have the healing barcode.
Yeah.
I wore that out.
Oh,
Like
wow,
legit,
really?
like it blurred because I used to scan it so much because I'd play.
How would that like? How does that work?
It was like a swipey thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you have like you have barcodes. You're
Yeah.
like, boop, boop.
No,
Yeah.
you weren't cool unless you had the Mega Man
Oh.
time like pet thing.
Yes.
They're a Mega Man,
Yeah.
like...
And it was the same thing. You would scan barcodes, and he would go inside and fight things.
Yes, because that was part of the show at the time.
Yeah. And you had little accessories like
It's the chips.
Yeah. Little
Yeah.
chips that were like, give him a sword, give him a shield, give him like the will to live.
Did you hear the Tamagotchis have just been re-released back in the US?
Oh, really?
90s making a
But
comeback.
it's just like the Yowie
Nostalgia,
kids coming back
boys.
as
Yeah,
well.
no, except the Yowie chocolate doesn't taste nice.
Yeah, I don't think
It's all been-
I don't think Yowie chocolate ever tastes nice.
Is it me? No, the children are out of touch.
Oh, it's like Birdie Beetles. Like you buy them, but like they taste like poison.
They don't taste nice.
No, they don't. But
They
you
taste
buy
like-
them.
They taste like
because-
plastic chocolate.
Because I bought like the biggest bag of them. I was like, yes, and like halfway through, I'm like,
The diamond bag.
I bought a bag full of poison. Apparently,
You still have them. I still have some of my chocolate. As
yeah,
well, I
they
think.
should good chocolate.
Yeah.
So, is that, you go on?
Oh, one more is another obscure game. It's the Hohokum soundtrack. I pretty much mentioned Hohokum.
I knew that your list would like. I knew we couldn't get through yours at least
Is it
one.
the JRPG where you play Santa?
No, I wish.
What?
Because it's
No, I was trying to make it. Well, you
No,
people at home
no.
that know what Santa sounds like.
Also another honourable mention.
Oh god.
Growlancer.
I don't know how that wasn't even on your main. Because
Yeah.
I've heard the soundtrack to that and it's beautiful. I was like, shit.
Alright, I'm gonna swap.
No, too late.
Yeah, too late,
Moving
yeah.
on.
Alright, honourable mention is Growlancer.
Yeah.
Specifically Heritage of War.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. First one or
Yeah,
second one?
it's the first Growlancer
Oh.
game.
Yeah, so those two games.
Random sub thing. Growlancer is such a weird title for a video game.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Does it explain what that is in the game?
I think
Is
Growlancer is a title.
is it a lancer that grows?
I think Growlancer is the title. It's like you are the Growlancer, or
does
you
that
are.
mean?
I think it means
So
you're
you're
like the
a
hero of
Okay,
like
okay.
the Earth or something.
I just want to know what
like
it means. I was like, I was every time you're like, I'm gonna play Growlancer. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, back of my mind's like, what does that mean?
Speaking of, I need to buy
Yes.
a chipped PS2, which
Yeah,
is I
you
found on
You
eBay.
mentioned that last podcast as well.
I know.
Every podcast is like Danny's adventure in getting a chip PS2. Yeah.
I will buy
Moving
one.
on. Whose soundtrack's next?
Yes.
Who's?
What are you saying first? No, I want to go last.
Oh, you want to go last?
Yeah.
He always does.
No, go Ben.
Alright.
Because I stole some of Ben's, so...
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
damn straight.
So-
Nah, you only stole one of them.
Alright.
Okay, so...
One isn't. I stole one list.
Yeah.
Man, there's way too many games to choose from.
Oh, I know. It was
But-
painful.
Okay, so my 5... It's gonna start with a game called Bastion,
Oh yes.
which has a great soundtrack. And it's basically like this guy who just like got a guitar and just played songs.
Oh, that's weird.
And he does a bit of beat making and shit, and it's pretty hype.
Yeah, I've heard a bit of the Bastion soundtracks. I played the first hour and all that. This game's fucking awesome.
I've heard some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I have heard some of the guitar work. It's fucking nice. I was like,
I've heard a track from there which is like building a wall, something about building
Yeah.
a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice song.
That one's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, I like it.
And the developers, because like they've made a few other games. One of them being what was the name? Transistor.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah. So basically, like they had the same guy making the soundtrack, and he had this friend who he got to sing
Oh.
on it, and basically she became the main character in Transistor.
Oh, sick.
And so like one really cool thing about that game is that you can just like get your like if you just stay idle, your character just starts humming.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is wicked.
Oh, man.
Is it humming to the music?
Yeah, humming to the
Oh.
music of the level.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's a nifty little trick.
That's so cool. That's
Yeah.
the kind of things
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I want to put in games.
yeah, that is nifty stuff.
Hmm.
Alright. What's your next one?
Alright, my next one is Dark Souls.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, Dark Souls is one of those games where you think that, like, you don't really think about the soundtrack because it's there in the background.
Yeah.
Until you get to a boss fight, and then it's just.
Even though like, half the time there isn't even a soundtrack half the time, we're just like,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
then when you get to the boss fight, it's just that epic like, whoa, you're like, ah,
Or
it just hits you, and
Yeah.
you're just like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
yeah,
every boss fight aside, that soundtrack should be on there just for Gwyn.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the Lord of Cinder,
Yeah.
Yeah, that piano piece.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Haunting.
Like
Right?
even like I don't like Dark Souls 2, but even Dark Souls 2 has a great soundtrack when it wants to have a great soundtrack. Same with like 3. 3 has 3 was one of my honorable mentions, but like those songs in Dark Souls are amazing. Like half all like
Yeah.
the Sith song as well from the first one. Like that's
Yeah, they really know how to, like, sort of get inside your mind and
Yeah.
just, make you feel like the fight that you're doing is really something that's epic.
Yeah.
Something that you really have to have to win.
It's because of that whole, like, when you're playing it, like, when you're just exploring, there's no songs at all. And then once you get to a boss, the song comes on, and you're just like, the importance.
It's like, oh my god, this means something.
Yeah.
And I've done it a few times, so I've been, like, finding the boss, and I was, like, just had the song get stuck in my head, I'm just like, listening to the song, like, oh shit, no, I'm finding a boss.
That totally, just quick segue reminded me that it does this a little bit in Shadow of War.
Oh, yes.
But in Shadow of War,
Yeah.
the soundtrack, the chanting in the soundtrack will chant the name of the boss you're fighting.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
So
right.
you just be like,
Yeah.
oh look, oh
That's
look,
cool.
like around the thing.
That's awesome.
that would hype shit up so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intense as hell, especially when they walk in slow mo. It's just like shog bug.
Yeah.
Bug.
I remember the first time that happened in Shadow of Mordor, and I was just like, oh, that's cool, and it's like happens through the entire music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. I'm glad they kept it.
Yeah. Alright.
Sweet.
What's your third
My
game?
third is Sonic Mania.
Oh, so there's a new
Mainly because it's a bunch of like remakes of like
original theme.
the original themes from the original
Yeah.
games, plus with a few new ones. And
Yeah.
T. Lopes, the composer of that game, just fucking knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I from like the bits of gameplay I've seen of it, I was like, the soundtrack did sound very like old school Sonic. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's awesome.
I mean,
Like,
what's great is so each level has 2 acts.
Yeah.
And in the first act, it's more of sort of like a fateful recreation. So
Yeah.
it sounds more like the original one. And then the second act will be a remix of that. So it takes
Oh,
that and
that's
just builds
cool.
upon it. And it's really cool.
that's good. That's awesome. I like it. Is there? You obviously played Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Has anyone else played it?
No, but I've heard actually like some really good things about it.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Sonic game. Like now.
Even including like the old ones, like
Yeah.
oh shit,
Wow.
Yeah.
nice. That's all.
I was kind of surprised. I was like, it's probably not going to be better than like Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic 3.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, nah, this is kind of better.
Yeah,
Is that the new one that you guys are playing?
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I didn't with Sonic either growing up.
Yeah, I tried. I think
so repressed.
I think the only one I played was like a remake of Sonic. Oh, it was on Game Boy Advance. I think it was just called Sonic Advance. That was really cool. 'Cause I think that was just a remake of like the third Sonic, but they put it
No,
on.
that
Game.
was just a new game.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Very cool. That was a cool game. That was a cool Sonic.
Yeah.
And I played a bit of Sonic and Knuckles, which was really awesome.
Yeah.
That's an awesome game.
Yeah.
Next soundtrack.
Right. Next one, and Kai could probably back me on this. Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
EVA.
Yes.
It's so good. That like man, the hype in those soundtracks.
Yeah.
Just
Is it-
like
There's so many great things. Like I love the transition music when you go from level to level. It's just like
Yeah.
so upbeat, like do 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 do.
Yeah.
And you're like,
then you get to
Fuck
the level, it's
yeah.
like ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh fuck.
yeah. It's like it's probably like the best soundtrack on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best soundtrack on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, right.
Because like
Oh.
even in its like MIDI state, it's still fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You're just like yeah.
And you know when you're talking to like an NPC and then the theme comes up for recruitment, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna recruit him.
Yeah. Yeah. And like how like, when it's enemy's turn, it's different music to when it's your turn. So when like that happens and it goes to your turn, it's just like more like all right, inquisitive music. Where it's like what are you doing? And then like goes to enemy turn, she's like do 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 do, and you're like oh
Yeah.
no,
Like, they're gonna do something bad. They're gonna do something bad. Oh no, don't die, don't die.
don't go near my Pegasus Knight. She's frail. Leave her alone.
It's so true. They just die.
That's why that's like a quick. It's like quick tip for Fire Emblem: never use your Pegasus Knight. Just don't never use her. Keep her in the back.
No.
And by back I mean put her in the corner and leave her there.
So what you do is you take away all the health, and then you get the Pegasus Knight to swoop in last minute, take all the XP.
Yeah. And then you like hopefully like that she's blocked off from everyone else. So it's just like you see like the one knight character just like oh cool.
Yeah, you're like,
Oh,
I have fucked up.
reload. Yes. No, I back up on that. That's a great soundtrack. I didn't think of that. Damn. All right. What's your last one?
My
your
last
ultimate.
one is Metro Prime 2 for the GameCube.
Oh shit.
That had some
Echoes.
bangers of tunes. Yeah.
Oh man, I've never played that. I want to play Metro Prime.
It's so good. The great thing about that soundtrack is not only did they have like their own themes, but they
Yeah.
incorporated a lot of the old themes from Super Metroid, just
Oh yeah.
like sparingly, like where you'd least expect it, and they
Yeah.
just come up, and if you were a big fan, then you'd just be like, oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
yeah.
it's a real thing that all Metroid games have great soundtracks.
Yeah.
So I started playing Super Metroid on the mini SNES. I was like the opening music when
Yeah.
you first go planet. I was like, this is epic. I love it so much.
And I played Samus Returns.
Oh yeah,
That came out a
Yeah.
few weeks ago, and the soundtrack on that is just as good.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, I love how they really, they really take the atmosphere and they really find a way to sort of get under your skin and be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm sort of alone on this
Yeah. It reminded
alien
me,
planet.
It reminded me so much, well, especially Super Metroid, it reminded me of Alien, which is the obvious inspiration to the games. But I was like, this reminds me so much of like when they first landed on LV-426 in Aliens. I was like, this is so good.
Yeah, right.
I love it. Oh man, that's good. I was expecting a Metroid to come up on your list. I was like, yes, it's still good. That's awesome. That's good. Do you have any honorable mentions or just the 5?
Nah, just the
Alright,
5.
so Sean, you're up, buddy.
Okay. All right. So someone had to say it.
What?
Someone had to say it. But number 1, all-time probably favorite soundtrack, Last of Us.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's see what I went 3 hours ago, and I was like, I had an idea for a 5th, but I felt like it was cheating putting this game on here. The Last of Us. I was like,
Yeah.
nah, that's too.
I think most of mine are going to be the obvious ones,
Yeah.
but I've got a few.
little curveball.
Little sneaky ones. Ben said one of them already, but I'll get to that.
Alright. Yes.
Yeah,
Last of Us
Last of Us
soundtrack.
straight up. Gustavo Santaolalla
Yeah.
coming at you
And all those beautiful.
with that Cowboys.
All those
Without Cowboys.
all those beautiful, like, I was gonna say acoustic guitar, but he used a lot more than a guitar on that
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
He used like a shoebox with strings, not really, but like, there was one instrument which was like a little tin box with like strings on it, and they used that for a few songs.
Oh yeah.
It had a name, I can't remember
Yeah.
what it was. But they've done so many fucking things on that soundtrack, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Also just the theme.
Yeah. The sadness.
Yeah. It was the sad.
You have to pause the podcast so I can get some tissues. But yes, also hyped for the second one. So hyped.
Oh,
Do we know if same composer, Gustavo?
pretty sure Gustavo.
I'd
It better
say
be.
so,
They
yeah.
wouldn't risk messing that up.
Yeah.
Unless he's dead. Is he dead, Ben?
He's not dead.
Damn right he's not, because he's doing Last of Us 2.
Just get like it's just someone checks like into his feed. Oh, Gustavo is dead. Where?
Nah. They can get the dude who did this is too obscure, don't worry.
Howard Shaw.
No. There's a mini series called River which has Stellan Skarsgård in it. And the music from that I thought was Gustavo Santaolalla, because it has lots
It's
of
really similar.
really what would the word be, like
Aesthetic.
ambient sort of guitar
Yeah.
going on,
Oh, nice.
and it sounded really similar, but it was some dude like Dave Ryan
Dave
something like
Wazowski.
Giuseppe Krakowski flex tape.
Just slap that shit right there.
Second would have to be mainly Witcher 3,
Yeah. Okay.
but the whole
yeah.
Witcher series. in
Okay.
general.
Yeah. Witcher 3 was on my list.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good. Yeah. That's actually.
Yeah, I mean, even just Witcher 1 has a phenomenal soundtrack.
Yeah.
They're all great, but Witcher 3 incorporating the Lithuanian
Yeah, and all that
like,
singing.
gypsy
It's the one. It stands out again out of the other two more. That's when I thought about Witcher soundtrack.
Oh, Romanian, sorry, not Lithuanian.
Yeah.
Every Romanian's like, curse you.
Unsub. No.
Sorry, Romanian fans.
Yeah.
No, but that out of all the three, that one stands out the most. Is like the best one.
It's
And just all those songs. I've used that soundtrack for so many things. Where I've just been like, everyone listens to ambient music.
yeah, it's
Which
got
is
like instruments and influences from like every part of the world.
Yeah, and the hype battle music as well. Like Steel for Humans, Silver for Monsters.
Oh, I love those.
Those
yeah.
songs. And also it's not on this. Oh, it's not on the soundtrack we've got, but the
full soundtrack.
full soundtrack. The Wolf and Storm, the song that the chick sings in the bar.
Oh, see, I haven't got that far because I'm
dude.
terrible and get sidetracked and stop playing. I need to get back to it.
Yeah, so do I.
I did get back to it, but the issue is with a game like that, once you go back to it, you have to restart.
Yeah,
Because
I
you can't pick up from
I
where you left off.
have like
no.
I every time I've gone back to Witcher, I've fought for like an hour. I'm like, no, I'm not restarting because I've dropped 70 hours into this. I'm not redoing all of that. So I'm like,
And you're like, what's going on?
so like for the next hour, I'm like, what quests were near me? What one would feel like I was doing
Yeah.
the last 6 months I played this game?
Yeah, it's like, who are you? What are you doing in my house? That's Triss. It's like, get out of here. I'll slay you. And then, all right. So for my third, I put Dark Souls, like Soul series. So
Yeah.
Ben pretty
Fair
much
enough. Yeah.
hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Then for my fourth, I'm gonna put Senua's Sacrifice. Hellblade.
How the fuck did I not think of that?
Yes, because, and that led me to because like dark Nordic music.
Yeah.
That led me to getting the soundtrack from Vikings and looking into a bunch of like Nordic composers and things
sick.
like that. Norse
All
mythology,
that
all the
things.
things.
That fucking Hellblade soundtrack is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's also haunting when it wants to be as well.
And also so uplifting in the end with like, the final battle with all the piano.
Oh yeah, you just like
yeah, I'm a god. I can do this.
Yeah, when I was playing, I had like a whole sense of like, fuck yeah, fucking go, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I just did not want to put that down.
Yeah, that game and its
if that's not
is beautiful.
Game of the Year or honorable mention, then
no, like no, that game's hype as shit.
And
especially that soundtrack.
For a bit of a, I think maybe I should have switched this out for one of my honorable mentions, but when I wrote this list, it popped into my head. Oh, when Danny was talking, rather. Sorry.
Yeah.
For my fifth, I'm gonna put Hacknet. Because that has a crazy good 80s synth.
Oh yes.
Okay.
What would it? Because you heard me.
Yeah, it's kind of like a.
They have like songs.
EDM,
but they have like songs where
Yeah.
it's like a section which is like one synth note going like.
Yeah, and it's just like. But it's so hype, especially when you'll be like hacking into someone's computer just casually, and then you'll trip one of their firewalls, and
like,
there's a timer before you get caught, and it starts like sending your IP address through, and then the music's like do, and you have to. It's crazy. It's the hype.
That sounds good.
What is Hacknet? I've never.
It is a hacking game that
actually.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic. Basically, it teaches you how to use the command console on computers to find files and things.
That's cool.
And it has its own one, which has like been tweaked for the game.
Yeah.
But and so basically, it's a first-person hacking thing. So your screen, as if you were using your computer to like hack into things, and there'll be forums of hackers messaging you and giving you missions and stuff. And it's awesome on Steam. Hacknet. Like a bunch of DLC came out, which is this huge other storyline, which has like 20 hours of gameplay or something in it.
Yes.
Oh, sick.
But there are some crazy bits where I was questioning whether or not this was actually a game. Like at one point, someone traces you, like you get counter hacked, and the game crashes to the desktop.
Oh, right.
And it won't you can't relaunch the game.
Ever?
Like it just throws errors and crashes again if you try and launch it, and I was sort of like, what? And then basically after the second like when you try and relaunch the game and it crashes again, a WordPad opens with instructions using your actual computer command prompt.
Shit.
Oh my god! I love those type of games.
It does like an ARG sort of thing where you have to actually go into the game files and find fake viruses on your computer that they've put there, and you have to delete them using the command prompt, and you're actually deleting files off your computer, and I was like, what's going on?
That would be so scary. Like if you completely forgot that you were playing a game, you'd just be like, I have a virus on my computer.
That's really
it's just like open up the command prompt, and I'm like, this isn't the game anymore, no exe is running, what's happening?
That's why you find out like the game's like, delete system 32.
I was getting like that.
You're like, no.
I was on TeamSpeak and I was sort of just like, what's going on, guys, help me.
Oh no, I think I was on TeamSpeak when that was happening. She was just like, oh, guys.
Yeah, like, Kyle, what's happening? But seriously, it is a great game. And it teaches you how to use everything it teaches you.
You can pretty much use them.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Like all of the hacking things are EXEs. So it teaches you how to run EXEs within files and stuff like that, and that's it's just a command prompt with text.
That's like
I like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, by itself, maybe not, but because it does the whole like go into your files and like any type of game that kind of interacts with your computer.
Wipe your hard drive. So anyway,
it's also like a puzzle game as well, because some networks will be locked, but you can search for linked networks that they'll be deleted text files and things that might have passwords on them, or emails. You can hack into people's emails and read through their emails and stuff like that.
Cool.
So yeah, it's a great game.
I just thought
And the
of
music
another
is awesome.
soundtrack.
Oh, cool.
So I got a couple of honorable mentions here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the Mountain Blade series.
Oh yes, they got some nice.
That's great music, and especially there was a dev blog for the new one, which hype. Dev blog for the new one, which had was focusing on the composition and had a bunch of samples of music for the different
nice.
races and things like that.
Oh, sick.
And it was sounding sweet. I've got I've got Skyrim and Fallout 3 on here, both
Oh, yeah.
admirable
Admirable
soundtracks.
mentions.
Fallout 3 is kind of cheating because it's mainly real life songs.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was gonna say like Fallout. I could have put like Fallout 4 and be like, I love the music, but then
Yeah, it's cheating. That's
That's
why I
fair.
just put it as a mention.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I've got also as an extremely honorable mention the Tekken 7 bowling theme.
the hype.
Purely
music.
the hype music.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Alright. So I go on mine. I got actually, now look at my honorable mentions, I've got quite a few.
Holy shit! Whoa!
Damn, Kyle.
He's got like.
Chill.
He's got, like,
Some of these are like a series. Alright,
Just
so
pick your top 5.
well, these are honorable mentions. I've got my five. My five. I'll do the honorable mentions first. Some of these have been mentioned. So Last of Us has been mentioned.
Yeah.
Doom has been mentioned.
Wait, whoa. Was Last of Us an honorable mention?
Yeah.
Get out.
See, I didn't want to.
I'm leaving.
I was like, I felt like I was cheating with that. I was like, it's too good. I need to go outside the box. All of the Metal Gear Solid series, none of them are actually on my list because I found better soundtracks. But
Alright,
all of those
wow.
soundtracks are great.
Jeez.
Unreal Tournament 2004, a soundtrack.
Oh shit! I should have done that.
All the Dragon Age games, they got good soundtracks.
Oh, dude, Dragon Age.
Yeah. Followed by all the Mass Effect games, they got good
Oh, dude,
soundtracks.
Mass Effect. You just get off the BioWare train.
Followed by the Neverwinter Nights. Oh shit. That was a joke. I was like halfway through the jokes, I'm like, Neverwinter Nights actually has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking of doing Neverwinter Nights, but is that BioWare?
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it reminds me so much of Dragon Age.
Yeah. Alright, so I got Dark Souls 3 has been mentioned. Diablo 3. Oh, Diablo, all of them. All
Oh,
of the Diablo
Diablo
games.
3, yeah.
But all of Diablos, including the expansion for Diablo 3. That's got the best soundtrack any Diablo game's got.
At the end of your honorable mentions, I remembered one more honorable mention, but
Alright, cool.
I'll do that before you do top 5.
Alright, cool. All other Final Fantasy games.
Oh god.
So there's one of them on my list, but all the others that aren't the one I'm going to talk about, they're all on here. When earlier in the podcast, when they're like my repressed memories from childhood, this isn't really repressed memories. It's just memories that everyone else.
Please.
Everyone was like, "This should be a repressed memory for you, Kai. Why is this not a repressed memory?" Buster Groove.
No!
I
I realized it was like as soon as you said that. Oh.
No, mate, Parappa the Rapper.
It actually does have a good soundtrack there.
Yeah.
But anyway, Buster Groove soundtrack
Put
on
on the
PS1.
gas.
Step on the
You're the
brake.
snitch. Rat, snitch.
But no, like, yeah, Buster Groove on PS1, the rhythm fighting game.
Oh,
It is the
so
best game.
shit.
It has the best. No, it's great. Shush.
Terrible.
It's not as bad as B-Boy on PS2.
Oh no, I played that.
The breakdancing game. I'm gonna make your crew. Sorry, continue.
And my last honorable mention, and I thought it just then because you were mentioning hacking. I'm like, and Watch Dogs had a pretty shitty soundtrack, but you know another Ubisoft game that had a good soundtrack, Assassin's Creed 4, purely for shanties. Purely for
See,
shanties.
I was thinking about that, but I was just like, but
That was my fourth. I forgot my fourth coming here. My fourth was Assassin's Creed 4.
Yeah. Yes.
I was going to say that because Brian Tyler, but I was also going to say Assassin's Creed Unity because Austin Wintry did
Oh,
that.
yeah, his soundtrack's really good for that.
Austin
What you
Winfrey is
showed me.
great.
No, but
He did the Journey soundtrack, and so
Yeah.
yes, no,
pretty.
Assassin's Creed 4 purely for the shanties. Because the amount of times we're like, I've got music on shuffle.
Oh,
I just
well,
randomly,
even say
just a
that
shuffle
I'll
cover.
listen to
You were
the fish in the sea, and it's windy
weather, boy, stormy weather. The wind blows.
See,
all
that's-
together, boys.
See, that's why I put it on.
winds blow. Journey somewhere
Slowly steady she goes. Off jumps the way. No, we're not doing this.
What's up? No, yeah. So you had another
Whiskey.
with 9 rows of
No,
teeth.
no. No.
Private talk.
I thought I heard the...
Don't say
Go. No. Finish your honorable mentions.
I'm done, Sean. You've got one more
Oh,
mention.
some private
My
talk.
honorable mention was going to be the Gothic series.
Oh, yes.
Because as problems as they have, the soundtracks were awesome.
I will say from like the hour of trying to opening the chest, the soundtrack I heard was pretty good. Just like
Oh,
No, Gothic 1, you can't base it
I
on
just
Gothic
thought of
1.
another one.
But,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
was just going to say, that reminds me, after this,
yeah.
Gemma plays Gothic 1 and 3. Okay, we're going to do that.
Oh wait, yeah, no,
We
yeah.
watched
I think I remember started watching it when you were.
No, that was a different game. That
No,
was
it only came out yesterday.
recently.
Oh, really?
No, that was Dark Messiah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, but he plays Gothic 1 and then goes like, he gives up and then plays Gothic 2.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
Yeah. I just thought of another one.
What?
Persona 5.
Hey!
How about you?
How about no?
How about you? How about
Persona 5's got a great
Yeah,
soundtrack.
no, I do agree. Do you know how I was sitting at your table for like an hour, like, I can't think of a fifth? Fuck you! Persona 5 was my fifth. But yes, alright, so now I'll go into my actual list.
Oh wait, yeah, no, you haven't done yours
Yeah.
yet.
So, Witcher 3 has been mentioned.
Yeah, boy.
Tekken 5. The
Oh,
soundtrack of Tekken 5.
yeah.
Purely for one song. Moonlight Wilderness. Whenever that song comes on, like, even on shuffle, like, we would be sitting there and that would come on and, like, you just...
Oh,
If I'm
the
making,
house becomes like an EDM rave party. It's just like...
if I'm not making, if we're making breakfast, it's just like da da. It's just like stop what we're doing.
Yeah.
oh, I thought of another one. But anyway, continue.
Yes. Yeah, and also like the Devil Jin theme as well.
Oh,
and that's awesome. And also the Streets music, like
Yeah.
and all the so many
Every
great songs.
single one.
There's so many great songs in Tekken 5. Next one. Actually, no, I'll leave it for last. 'Cause that's probably my
I
favorite.
swear, if Midnight runs on that.
All right, next one, Final Fantasy VIII. Like,
Okay.
That is already like my favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack. It's like, so you know how Final Fantasy 15, Danny, had all the soundtracks for every other Final Fantasy game in there?
Yes.
I listened to Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack more than Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was like, fuck Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack, putting Final Fantasy 8 soundtrack in there. It's,
Oh, can you choose?
yeah, because you choose which soundtrack you listen to. It's in the car only. But, so, whenever I was driving in that game,
See, that's the issue already. Why is there... Why?
it's modern Final Fantasy,
No.
sure.
No. No. You.
To be honest, it's the least ridiculous. Final Fantasy 8 has an academy that turns into a giant flying airship that has spaceships
I'm
in it.
fine with airships and spaceships. I'm fine with that.
Flying
Don't
islands.
give me boy bands with claymores. Unless they're yelling "Kure" every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, Nani?
Nani? Nandeo.
Nandeo.
Tadis.
Yeah, so Final Fantasy 8, and then Danny mentioned it, Persona 5.
Yeah.
That soundtrack is genuinely amazing, though.
Gorgeous.
Like the awesome, like, it's like jazz, industrial rock, heavy metal, and a bit of Japanese techno in one soundtrack.
I need to find
so
the
good.
fully fledged soundtrack because even if you get the soundtrack,
And it doesn't it have over like 200 songs on it?
119
The full soundtrack.
or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But if you get the soundtrack in the collector's edition, I think you get like the first quarter of it, so only like 20 songs of it.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
which sucks because a lot of the best songs happen towards the end, like Rivers in the Desert and all that shit, and all the boss fight music, like with like a ding 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 ding. Also got heaps of funk in there as well.
That's
Yeah.
like with most game soundtracks that come with the game.
Yeah, it's just like you get for 10 songs.
Yeah.
Well, I did that with
One
it.
Fallout was like 3 songs. I was like,
Yeah,
this
right.
isn't the soundtrack.
They did that with the Tekken 7 soundtrack as well. It wasn't all.
Yeah,
of
that
it.
Tekken. I don't really care because the Tekken 7 soundtrack's garbage.
Yeah.
But, except for the bowling song.
Yeah.
That bowling song.
That of course would. Yeah.
But yes, no, there's that. And my final one is Nier Automata.
Oh.
That
yeah.
soundtrack.
That was a good.
That's like probably my favorite video game soundtrack of all time. Just because of how like atmospheric, but like how soul crushing and uplifting it is at the same time.
It is.
Like, and how like catchy it is, like how awesome the fight music is in that game. Where like whenever a boss fight happens, where it goes in like the hectic like heavy metal, but like not like because it's a platinum game, not the alright, let's bring out the double guitars and the bass and drum. Where they'll do like dynamic like music, like alright, we'll do like some symphony stuff as well with some electric stuff as well with some like band stuff. It's really awesome. Like,
What was that ninja game that you played that we always listened to the opening theme song for?
Tenchu.
Tenchu.
Tenchu on PS1.
I was gonna say,
PS2.
Oh.
Yeah.
was that soundtrack good?
Oh yeah, actually, now that I think about it, that should be an honorable mention. But
Yeah.
I would put that on the list purely for its opening song, which is Sadame.
Oh yeah.
That song, just like the like.
It was on his 21st playlist. I'm not sure if it played when we were.
No, it did.
No, guys.
It did, yeah.
No, guys. You're missing the obvious soundtrack here, guys.
Literal trailer or something.
No. Okay.
Neo.
It's Star Wars for the Wii.
Oh,
The Han Solo song.
No,
Xbox.
the Kinect game.
Connect.
Han
I meant Connect, not
Solo.
Wii. I was like,
Han
what has
Solo.
movement controls?
Yeah.
Connect, yeah. Star Wars the Connect.
No.
Dance battle off with the Emperor, and
It's a parody song, another song. Doesn't count. Sorry, Sean. Sorry.
Oh,
it's a real song.
But like,
and Jesus.
I think no, I'm pretty sure Sadame did play my 21st playlist because everyone was kind of like,
Yeah. Meanwhile,
like,
me and you were like,
because like it was like it went to like these really like awesome like string bits like and everyone was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are we listening to? And
I
I'm
think
just
you
like,
were already. I think you were already gone by that
Okay.
time.
Can we do games that are made? No, not games. Soundtracks from shows that are made by game companies. No.
Castlevania.
Oh,
Castlevania show did have a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
it did. It had a really good everything.
Did the Castlevania games have good soundtrack?
Yes, not all of them.
Yeah.
And that has been another honorable Symphony of the Night. It's got a fucking great soundtrack.
Well, talking about video game soundtracks, because and also you mentioning how you were playing the SNES, the mini SNES recently.
Yeah.
I started playing.
How did no one bring a Zelda game up?
That I was about to mention.
Oh yeah. Because
I started
so bad.
playing. What is it? Not Link Between. What's the one?
Link to the Past is what you
Link to
started
the
playing.
Past. Yeah. So I was playing that,
The good
Cufflink.
but the thing
The
is
fancy dress simulation.
is that like the opening part of the
Zelda
game
characters.
is where you're in the rain. You're told by your uncle that to stay in the house.
And you're
But
like,
then-
I leave the house. Oh,
Yeah,
there
no, but then you
go.
get like a dream or like a voice in your head saying, "Save me! I'm in like this castle," and it's obviously Zelda. And
Whoa. You mean Zelda's not the person with the sword?
I know. I was really disappointed when I realized
I
that.
wish I would have wished it was the girl in the green tunic.
Yeah. I mean, who is the girl in the green tunic then?
I know.
It's like my favorite like gaming joke of all time.
Like Lork?
Lunk.
No.
It's Shadow Lunk.
No, but the thing is that like
It's obviously Peter Pan. Come on.
Yeah.
probably pretty much is. No, but the thing is that the song like loops, but it's like two notes constantly, and I'm like, this is getting really annoying. And for the longest time, you're supposed to like rummage through like these shrubs along the. Pretty much. You have to rummage through all these shrubs, and it's just constantly playing while the rain's pouring. You're like, this is very annoying. I just want to get inside.
Oh.
And it changes.
That's an honorable mention for me. Heavy Rain.
Oh, the game does have a nice soundtrack.
It does.
Does it?
Soundtrack.
Yeah. It's got very nice dramatic.
Or Good Beyond Two Souls as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a really nice cinematic soundtrack where it's like.
Life is Strange. Oh, Life
I
is
haven't played Life is
I
Strange.
played Life is Strange.
Oh. I played bits. I played some of it.
I played half of the first episode of Eric's House. But like,
I mean, we could literally talk forever about
video games.
honorable video game soundtracks.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
That
this
was
game.
good. That was good. that was good.
So like Star Wars chess that Jontron reviews.
Rayman Legends.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Luke just bursts in the room. Yes. Remember
I remember
the Black
playing-
Betty?
I remember playing. I can play this with my eyes shut. And
You just could play with the rhythm of the music.
That does have a good sound. Just purely for the music levels. Like
Leave it with me.
yeah.
Leave it with me. I'll get back to you.
You guys have played it, right?
What?
Rayman Legends.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to the Mozart one where you have to do it?
Yeah.
That one was great.
Yeah.
It was hard as shit 'cause it's like, and you're like, I can't jump that fast.
What's that game that you were playing recently? The sort of pixel platforming one where I think it's the
Oh, The End Is Nigh.
I don't know
The one where it has all the classical music.
like but remade.
Yeah, that one. It's
That's pretty cool.
what's-
That's what the maker
what's
of
the end
Binding
of
of
Maker
Isaac,
by
isn't it?
yeah, Binding by Isaac.
What's the end is now? What is the end is now?
It's basically Super Meat Boy.
Oh, okay.
It's basically what Super Meat Boy 2 should be.
Oh, okay. Sick. That's not
But
bad.
the
But it's
new-
really messed up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
basically have to find tumors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it's by the maker of
But yeah,
Isaac.
actually,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, wait a minute, yeah,
It's
that
super
makes-
weird. But they have
makes
like
sense.
The art style is so cool.
yeah, they got a whole bunch of like public domain, like old classical music,
Yeah.
and just remastered it and like
That's
remade
awesome.
it and rewrote it with like electric guitars and shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that
I actually want to
sounds
say that purely to hear those new songs. That'd be
Should,
awesome. Anyone else got any more soundtracks? I'm pretty spent on soundtracks. There's probably like Metal Gear
Tekken
Rising.
3.
Yeah.
See, I like the Tekken 3
Literally
soundtrack.
Oh, I love the Tekken 3
Yeah.
soundtrack. I love all the Tekken soundtracks before Tekken.
7.
No, yeah, all of them if they're not 6 or 7 because 7 soundtrack's pretty trash, excluding the bowling song.
Oh, the Street Fighter 5 menu music.
Oh,
yeah.
that song was hype and shit though. I was on that menu screen for like 10 minutes before actually playing the game, which is like, yes.
It's the only thing worth waiting like 40 minutes just to find one fucking game that crashes halfway
That's
through.
like
Shitty.
That's it. I
network.
tried playing Tekken 7 online, and I know it must be because we're in Australia. I couldn't find a game to save my life.
I could. Well, actually, no.
You play it near release though.
That's true, yes.
That's why I tried playing online like a couple weeks ago.
What did you select? Did you select like, what
I
type of...
did every single mode to try and get into a game, and I tried doing lobbies. But remember, you were there, and it kept glitching out. We're like,
Minecraft soundtrack.
Actually, no. I've played it. I like some of it. It's very pretty.
but like, I'd get into a lobby, right? And remember, you were there. It would glitch because like, what happens is two people get into the lobby, and they both have to accept a fight.
Yeah.
So I'd press X to accept the fight, and the game like, yeah, you accepted to fight, and then the other would be like, have you accepted to fight? And I'm like, yeah, I have, and it'd be like, get a message from Tekken being like, you were kicked because you didn't accept to fight, and I was like, but I clicked it and you said I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's that. But no one's got any more soundtracks. You got any more soundtracks?
What about the Super Mario World?
Yeah.
Super Mario World.
I wouldn't call it my
is okay.
favorite soundtrack.
But it's an interesting like
It's a
soundtrack.
classic.
And it's very memorable.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it my favorite.
No, definitely.
I wouldn't call it a great soundtrack either. But it's good, but I wouldn't say it's like.
Yeah. I'd say the only other one I'd mention is like Age of Empires.
Yeah.
And I'd say
Age of
Battlefield.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I almost did. Dun, 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 but that's Terminator.
But that's basically
That is the end
Yeah.
of the trailer as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd probably say Halo. They got some good music.
Oh yeah.
Like with just
Oh, yeah,
the theme. And the pretty much the for whom the bell tolls, but like replaced. But
That's right, yeah.
I remember in like primary school, someone's like, "I love the Halo theme," and I was already a Metallica fan. I was like, "Listen to this," and they're like, and it was for whom the bell tolls.
Yeah.
The exact same guitar pattern, and they're like, "Hey, they copied Halo." I'm like, the song from the 80s.
Yeah.
The only difference is like Metallica's goes down, and it's where Halo's keeps going for a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I reckon.
I think that's all.
Alright, so we'll move on to our very last segment, which is what we've been playing / watching / doing. Dan, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So, playing some more...
Took too long, you know?
Played some more Cuphead, played some co-op with you, Kai.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so good. I
It
love
is very, yeah, it's very
I cause we saw that thing from one of your friends. It was like, oh, the game's unplayable, and I was
Yeah.
just like, and then I was thinking like, I've seen heaps of other people like, Cuphead's so hard, it's impossible. It's like,
Well, they didn't actually say it was unplayable. That was just
yeah,
how
but
the
like
friends
that, it
making
made me
fun
think of
it.
other things though, because it
Yeah.
has been a thing where like, a lot of people are like, oh, Cuphead's unplayable. I'm like,
Not really.
have you heard of the old Dark Souls adage of get good?
Yeah, I feel like
It's
yeah.
not
The
that.
old school game.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
The
like,
Lion King game.
just that game
I
on like
actually played
on
that.
PS1.
Yeah, PS1.
Yeah, that game was hard. Like I reckon. I
And a
think it
save
was,
feature, if you die, you restart the whole game.
yeah. Yeah. Disney games
Wow.
on PS1 didn't have save features
Yeah.
for some
Yeah.
reason. We could beat them in like 40
Yeah,
minutes.
like Hercules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Disney's action game featuring Hercules.
That's right. And also like Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tarzan was hard. Like if it was easy, but then there'd be random difficulty spikes.
Yeah.
The game would get like
The-
unbeatable.
Who was playing that recently? Was it Donkey?
Kiddickers?
Or was it Kiddickers? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, how am I meant to run through all this?
Man, the nostalgia.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Cuphead's a lot of fun.
Yeah. That also has some that is an amazing soundtrack. Like that's so cool. It's so catchy
Yeah.
and like
Well,
yeah.
that also lends
That's
to
the
the
old style.
Yeah.
also lends to the aesthetic as well, though. The aesthetic of that game, like, I feel like you are playing a Steamboat Willie cartoon.
Oh,
Or like, what is it? What do you like? Rubber hose animation?
Yeah.
No, Aaron called it that, or from Game Grumps. Rubber
think-
hose animation.
I think yeah.
Because everything's
My
all
dad called it-
everything's all floppy and like.
I think my dad called it like Steamboat Willie type style.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that
Yeah.
popularized it was Steamboat
Well,
Willie.
that's just the Disney
Sure, yeah.
principles of
Yeah.
accentuation on everything.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
it's like you
the
just go way
squash,
over the top, like the character
stretch and
choices.
squash and stretch.
Yeah,
and all that
and
stuff.
the timing and anticipation and everything was
It's
like,
very over. Like,
where?
well,
Yeah.
it was funny because on my personal Twitter, I put up a screenshot. So
Is that
Cuphead,
when I crashed the game?
yeah, so Cuphead froze and crashed as
yeah.
Kai's
I got
character
hit and it
died.
was just like... pfft.
And it didn't close, it just froze, and it was really interesting because it was in one of the levels you have to fight a flying zeppelin or blimp or whatever,
It
and she
transforms every 5
transforms
seconds.
into different things.
Oh,
and
was
then-
it a tween frame that it was caught on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
you
like-
could see all the arms like moving because she like swings her arms up and
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could see all the arms and like legs and flying around. It's like that's really cool. And-
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
the dedication of the people who made
Oh.
that. Every single frame animation
Yeah.
was manually
Right.
drawn, coloured, and then put into the game.
Dude, yeah, I watched a documentary. Ben and I watched it about Studio Ghibli,
Oh, yes.
and it was about the making of The Wind Rises.
Ah, yes.
And yeah, it's called The Kingdom of Dreams and Madness or something
Oh,
like that.
Yeah.
And it's so good, and it takes
It takes some fucking ages.
yeah, because
Yeah.
it's the exact same process. They just have it's all done obviously by hand
Yeah, yeah.
on pieces of paper, so they're just like
And then they get someone
to
to
tween the
colour it.
frames.
Yeah.
Then someone paints it, then they scan it in, and
yeah.
um,
Like, every frame takes, like, at least 3 hours to get, like, done, and, like...
yeah. And what's really cool that I didn't know is what's his name? Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Does
He does all this stuff.
he does all the storyboards by himself, and there's
Oh, wow.
no written script.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
And what happens is it takes him years to finish the storyboards, and the production of the movie starts years before the end of the storyboard. So
Oh.
no one except for Miyazaki knows how the film goes and ends.
Jeez.
Oh,
They're just
geez.
doing it frame by frame, and he was saying that people are often confused and like complaining that the movie doesn't make any sense.
Oh, wow.
And then they get to the end and they're like, oh.
Miyazaki makes sense.
And he's just like, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. He's just like painting shit.
Oh, man.
He's such a funny dude. It's great. We should watch it. It's great.
I've seen bits of The Wind Rises. That's the one I haven't seen all of. 'Cause I've seen
Yeah.
everyone except for
I
the...
bought it. We should watch that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about the My Neighbor Totoro sequel? I think it is.
Sort of Ben mentioned that earlier.
Like apparently they had it hidden away or something like that.
Yeah, it's like as in like it's already been made, or
I think so. I have no
okay.
idea.
Yeah.
I heard I remember seeing a mention about it and just them saying like there's a My Neighbor Totoro sequel or something after it
Yeah.
that they have made already or making.
Yeah, I didn't. It's unfortunate. I didn't make it all the way through Totoro.
It's really good. Like, the end, like, caps it off really well.
Yeah, because
Has some mad feels at the very end.
I started watching it. And I got maybe halfway. And I
Yeah.
was sort of like, there's some better things that I should be
Yeah.
watching.
It's one thing, it doesn't pay off
It
until, like, the
starts
very...
off pretty slow.
Yeah. And it's also very childish. It's like, very, very... like-
I was like, yeah, I think I'm a little too old for this.
Yeah.
But just, I could appreciate everything about it, like the
Yeah.
animation and the
Yeah.
artwork,
It's at the
the
end.
music.
It's at the end where, like, you're like, oh, that's where the weight is. It's
Yeah.
at the very end. It's really good like that. But that is one of my least favorite just because it is very...
Yeah, I mean,
Childish.
give me Spirited Away or House Moving Castle. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Or, like, Nausicaa Valley of the Wind.
Yeah, or Leopard of Castle in the Sky.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. It's or like, fucking Porco-Rosso. That's awesome. Like, the pig pilot that flies around in a war. It's awesome.
Cute.
It is, but it's also really dark at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Like, it's super dark.
Like Grave of Fireflies.
Oh, yeah.
Which I haven't seen, but apparently that's like
Fuck
feels
that
true.
movie. It's it's soul destroying as fuck. Like it's like it takes place around the Cambodian War, I think. Oh no, Vietnam War.
Yeah, isn't about a brother and sister
yeah,
trying
and
to survive?
Yeah, and then like fucking it's inherently like dark, but like just the subject matter, but it's like super soul crushing. You're just like, oh fuck this. It's
Yeah.
Jess, you were talking about Cuphead.
Yeah, and it's really fun. I don't know,
Co-op makes it a little easier.
it does, and it, at least for me anyway, I get a little bit confused. Just me personally, like I can see it. I see my character like, okay, I'm Cuphead. I'm the one in the red shirt with the red straw. But then for some reason, like halfway through, it's like my eyes start to drift towards like Mugman. And I'm like, yeah,
Also,
no.
it doesn't help that I don't stand because I played heaps of running guns and stuff.
Yeah.
That when those guys are like standing still is how you get fucked. So I'm just like, woo.
Yeah. I think it's just because I get distracted because I'm like, something's moving, I have to make sure to shoot. I'm like, wait, no, it's Kai. It's like, let's keep it going. Where am I?
Yeah, I'm so bad at this.
Yeah. So I was playing
The
that.
multiplayer Rayman, I just can't.
Oh, that game's too hectic for 2 hours. I've tried. It's just like, especially because like when that game gets hard, it's all about timing. So you don't have to worry about your timing of like getting through jumps and shit. You have to worry about them doing it as well.
Yeah,
The
and
best thing is just sabotaging your friends.
Yeah.
Like, you'll jump the gap.
That
and
game
wait for them to
destroys
jump the gap,
friendship.
and then you just hit them and they'll fall. And it's great.
you hold like the bridge down for them, and when they're halfway, you let go. And I was like,
I love the death sounds like everyone's like,
never come off the blue.
yeah. Oh, the game is so good. I dropped so many hours into that.
Right.
Ridiculous. Well, what else you got?
I also watched. Well,
Oh yeah, we watched Fantastic Beasts.
yeah, because I was going to say I had actually seen the end of it already. Because my parents were watching it, and I kind of was in and out because they had like food snacks, and so I was just going and grabbing some food snacks and then leaving to go back to, I don't know, probably my homework or something like that. And yeah.
Danny.
Yeah, no, I was probably just playing games.
Lies.
Yeah.
But so I saw the end of it, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Doesn't make sense, but it's cool. But then
You didn't have that context.
yeah, and then I finally watched it all, and I was like, that's cool. This is cool. Like, this makes all sense now. And then we got the end, and like, I really enjoyed it this time.
I like it. The second half's so much better than the first half. First half get a bit meanders a little bit.
But
like,
how good was the comic relief? In
oh
that
yeah,
guy?
dude, he was so good. He's my favorite character.
Right?
Also, the feels at the very end when like,
Oh, when
like
he
they get
forgets,
obliviate him,
yeah.
and you're like,
But did he?
damn it.
Yeah, but did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, 'cause he's like-
Because he sort of remembered a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also
The feels are like.
watched Pirates 5. Dead Man Tells No Tales. I don't know. I liked it.
It was one
I
of the
haven't
rare
seen
movies
that.
where
I
I
don't
almost
think I
walked out.
Oh wow.
I hated it.
Yeah.
I was cringing the whole time.
I enjoyed it, but every time Jack Sparrow did literally anything, I was like, all my enjoyment's been ripped out of
Yeah.
this movie. Like, it's so
There
bad.
was a couple of things where he was good, but
There's like, he does have a few good lines where I'm like, oh, the writer didn't fall asleep. Or the director told Johnny Depp to say the fucking line instead of improvise.
but the really funny thing is that do you know how there was the part where the dead captain's telling the story about Jack as a young boy?
Yeah.
Um,
CGI young Jack.
Oh, it's
Yes,
disgusting.
that was terrible. But the
And the
funny-
voice as well was just like,
Hey, yeah, they just recorded his normal lines and just like pitch shifted.
it's like,
I'm
you
Jack
gotta surrender.
Sparrow.
I'm Jack Sparrow. Surrender to me. I'm Jack Sparrow. It sounds like a Rick and Morty like joke. like, oh, I'm Jack Sparrow.
we got like drive
I'm
the
a
boat.
pirate. I'm gonna steal your things.
Yeah. Hey, I got a compass.
And if you surrender to me, I'll let you live. I'm Jack Sparrow. That was so weird.
Oh man. Oh boy, man.
Oh, that looks like the devil's triangle.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez. I crashed my ship again.
But that was the thing is that like
I found that, like, before you go on, I found it really dumb. I was like, and that's how we got the name Jack Sparrow.
Oh,
Just for
right.
being like,
He looked like a sparrow.
yeah, he was like a sparrow sitting on top of a
Yeah, because he was sitting in
Is that really
the bird's nest
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But like, part of me was just like, all right, let's like, it's bad to imply logic on these movies, but let's do it for fun.
But you know what's weird, right?
Yeah.
You know how he's like, he looked like a sparrow, and then their ship crashes and they all die. Who spread the name
Yeah,
Jack
that's what I was saying. It's
Sparrow?
like,
well, because they're
He did. Obviously.
dead because he died and then he came back to life. So
yeah,
it's
but
like,
they were stuck in the devil's triangle, so there was no one that could spread that rumor to.
true.
So
Yeah, but his whole 50 years of being alive is like Jack
Wait,
Sparrow.
no, because he did the whole he leaves one man alive to tell
no,
the tale.
that was before Salazar became Salazar. So like,
Yeah, and also Jack killed them.
Yeah.
It wasn't the other way around.
yeah. So like, there would be no one to, unless the pirate spread that rumor, but the movie doesn't tell you that.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, maybe because
Unless one survived and was like, there was a boy who looked like a sparrow. Oh yeah, my dudes need help.
I'm pretty sure they're all dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, go there anyway.
I don't know.
That movie, yeah. I actually think it's hilarious if you took Jack Sparrow out, you'd actually have a pretty fine movie. Like if you took him out, reworked it so you didn't need him, and have it focus about Barbossa.
I
And
did
that
enjoy
thing.
the Barbosa.
Yeah, I was just like-
That's about it.
Yeah, that and also that end scene, like
Oh.
With Barbosa.
spoiler, no one really cares, but yeah, when he like kicks the sword up, catches it, and then drops it and like stabs,
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like I went from being like, oh, this movie's alright, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, no, physically
Just
like
anything with Jeffrey
readjusted.
Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Jeffrey Rush is great.
Yeah. And also him as Barbosa. That's like just a fun role to watch.
Yeah,
Oh.
right. He would have had so much fun.
Yeah. But
I was thinking like Richie's, how he's just like he's got like golden skeletons on his boat, like in the walls and all
yeah,
that shit.
he's
and
got
just,
a
like,
golden.
He
peg
has
leg.
like a string band in his captain's deck. He's like,
Yeah.
He's hired some crooked guards from the Englishmen, from the
Yeah.
English army or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And
He's
got
eating
them to work
he's
with him.
eating Turkish delights at the beginning with like
Yeah.
little tweezers like I'm like yes.
It's a hair clip that he's using.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's
And he's
why,
like
yeah.
I was like, oh, I love it.
He's the best character. But yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the thing, is that going past that terrible young CGI Jack, I actually enjoyed that little bit of a scene.
That was cool. I feel like,
Sounds
if they just casted a young Jack
That's what I
Sparrow.
say. If they did a young Jack Sparrow movie, that would have been pretty cool. Like, because he obviously still has
There's no point now.
intelligence and like wit and I don't know ingenuity.
That's
and
my
stuff like
that's my
that.
big issue with this movie
Yeah,
is they
it's
made Jack Sparrow a fucking idiot. He's like if you watch any even though Stranger Tides is a bit dumb, but if you watch any of the original, he's actually pretty like everything
Yeah.
he does. He's always just like I'm gonna do that there, and then chaos happens, but he caused it and he knew
Well,
what to do.
because that was the funny thing is that it always makes you think that he was just wandering off doing his own thing.
But
like,
he
it's like,
al-
oh,
he-
he's such
he
a
knew-
drunk. He's just moving a statue to the left
Yeah.
by 1 inch or something.
but
like
like
that.
everything he did was
Yeah.
his plan.
And
Like
then maybe at the very end something would go wrong and he'd
Yeah.
fail, but like the whole thing was...
yeah, and like the whole like
But unless
and-
he was just useless.
Yeah, and,
4 and 5,
like that
he's
scene,
great.
you hated the scene, and I thought it was a fun scene, but you hated it. Was the bank robbery scene?
Oh, the house.
I hated that.
See, the house thing, I thought, like, I was like, okay, this is really stupid.
How is he in the safe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be dead.
Yeah.
How was the chick in the safe with him?
They'd be dead.
And why?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then the point where he was like, oh, I'm just going to step over this bridge and then jump onto
To get in there,
the safe.
they knew the code.
Yeah. To like,
Just take the gold.
yeah. And also like the big thing was like I will give them credit. I do like the fact that a lot of that scene was practical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
see.
could
Like, they
tell
had like
that
the
it was.
hovercraft with like the house on
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
I could tell it was...
I was like, that's actually really cool. Like, you wouldn't expect a studio to do that.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I'll just CG it. Well, they did CG that really bad CG where he, like, it hits the bridge, and he jumps over, and, it's hot, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put
nah, because then
It'll come on the echo. It'll come on.
and we won't hear anything else.
No, but, like, there's that one terrible scene where, like, it hits the building and it's all crumbling, and he's
Yeah.
like, slow-mo jump, and
But it
the
looks
lads
like
on
that
the
he's
safe.
walking normally.
like-
He's just like, oh, I'm just going to daintily walk over this. It's just like, oh, I just got from bad to worse.
Yeah, and also like just this it's an alright. It's alright, but every time Jack Sparrow opens his mouth or looks at the camera,
Yeah, I spent the majority of that movie apologizing to the people I went and saw it with.
Who did you go see it? Oh,
Oh, one
Jared.
saw it was Julie and Sophia.
Oh, Jesus! You're just like, oh my bad. It's so bad. I'm like Fantastic Beasts. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
But Pirates 5, it's so dumb.
Yeah, 4 and 5,
And also,
unfortunately, Jack Sparrow
also
has
the
lost his
effect,
magic touch.
also the effect of if the Salazar's underwater effect. In theory, it looked really cool, but like I was just like,
It looked cool. I
Yeah, I
liked
thought
It
it.
was cool. I liked him.
it looked. Like, I know it's CGI as shit, but like it looked a little too computer generated. As well, like Davy Jones didn't look that computer generated. Like he looked pretty. Oh, I haven't watched him in a long time. So
I think because Davy Jones was using gravity. Like, his was just tentacles,
Yeah.
like things on his face,
Yeah,
whereas Salazar was like, he's underwater, so gravity
Yeah.
has to be not taken
and that's
into
hard to
account,
and that's hard
it's
to do
not,
CGI wise without making it look.
Yeah.
because it's
I
not
think
his
they did a good
entire
job.
body, it's
It does
just
look
his
cool.
body, his like clothes and hair
Yeah,
that loses gravity.
yeah.
I don't
But
know.
I enjoyed bits of it. Like, but
Yeah.
every time Jack Sparrow did anything, I was
In
just like,
short, Jack Sparrow, please stop
Kill
being in
yourself.
pirates films.
It was almost like after that whole the scandal
Oh, the
thing
dog
with,
thing,
with
yeah.
Australia that he just didn't give a fuck with the role. It was just
Yeah.
like, you want to tell me, I'll fine, have a shitty movie.
yeah.
Number 4, I feel like that was where he was kind of going downhill. Was that halfway through number 4, you could tell that it kind of got to a point where he was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think that's him. I think it's Jack, Johnny Depp's. He's been playing a caricature for like the last 10
That's
years.
what I just said.
Like,
Yeah,
not just Jack Sparrow, every role, not every, but 90% of his roles he's done after Pirates of the Caribbean have always been goofy characters where it's like, you're really good at it, so keep doing it. I feel like he's been like, I'm fucking sick of this shit.
well, because this series has been going on for 13 years.
That's weird to think about.
Yeah. Because number one,
2003.
Curse of the Black Pearl, came out in 2003.
Or 4. One or 2.
2003. Because it came out the same year as Return of the King.
Ah, yes.
Because Orlando Bloom was double filming.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
That was his big break. Because before that, he was in, nothing.
Well, his big break would have been Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes, but that was, his big break was the Fellowship of the Ring and the Pirate series.
Yeah. That's
Because it was just oh, cool, Lord of the Rings is done. And now look, it's pirates. There's Orlando Bloom again. And,
yeah. Have you been watching or playing or doing anything else, don't you?
I think just those ones. Yep, that's
What
all.
about you guys? Let's go first.
I think we sort of did
Cover
a bit of that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Did you guys do a podcast on it?
Yes, we did.
Okay, well-
Have you seen it another time since the last time we discussed
No,
it?
I've seen it 3 times and it's great.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
see it.
Oh, yeah, you've been playing Shadow War.
Yeah,
How is
not
it?
much. It only came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah. How is it so far?
It is pretty great. I don't know if it's perfect, but they've definitely made a lot of improvements that make me overlook the things that aren't
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, that's good.
Only thing is, I haven't really been able to test out the main selling point of the game, the make your army
Yeah.
thing, because that comes in relatively mid-game.
Oh, right.
I thought it would be near the beginning, but there's a tutorial based around a city that's under siege, and I sort of thought that would get wrapped up,
Yeah.
but it continues into the main story for a good, I don't know, 5 hours.
That's a long time.
Really?
Maybe.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, you do get sidetracked doing other stuff.
Yeah.
God knows, I just go hunting for orcs that are way too powerful. And one dude's killed me 8 or 9 times because he just one-shots me.
Just
And I'm terrible.
kick, dead.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, it was quite... And then it felt really kind of endgamey, and I was sort of yeah... I can't really say anything without spoiling, but it started to feel like an endgame sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And there hadn't been any army mentioned whatsoever, and I was sort of like, did I miss the whole point of this game?
Was it not in the disc?
Yeah.
No.
But then it kind of resets and then starts again.
Because Shadow of Mordor does that a bit. I haven't got to that point, but doesn't Shadow... Danny, you've played it quite a bit. Doesn't Shadow of Mordor similarly the same thing you're in the first area, and you're oh, it's near the end of the game, and it's but wait, there's more.
Yeah,
and
because it's
Yeah.
like,
gives you
here,
the
I can
elven
lead you
area.
to this place.
And this is the second area.
Yeah.
That's basically what it does, except instead of it being a second area, it's the world opens up, whereas the whole first bit is just 2 cities that you can go between.
Okay.
Oh, okay, sick.
So it's kind of like an elongated tutorial, and you unlock skills.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've already got half the skills, maybe more unlocked, and only the army thing just started now.
Oh, man.
But, I mean...
That's kind of cool. That means when you get the armies, though, your character thematically is not weak.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm a badass leader with all these abilities and
That's
shit.
true.
That's kind of cool thematically. Have you been playing or watching anything, Ben?
Yeah, not so much apart from playing Divinity.
Oh yes.
Play through the Metroid game,
Oh yes.
which is good. What?
Oh,
Oh, Battlefront.
yeah.
that's
You guys
right.
been playing the beta?
Yeah, Sean and I played the Battlefront beta, which is actually really, really fucking good.
Actually, really surprised me because I was like, I didn't think it'd be that good for my
yeah,
console.
I mean, after the disappointment
Of
of
the
the first game.
Yeah. Just everyone pull out your shirts like.
Yeah, I was kind of just like, let's just see how it goes, and then we heard about all the the free DLC,
Yeah.
all the
An actual
It's like,
campaign
okay,
story mode and all that.
Seems pretty good. But let's see if the game actually plays well. And right now my favorite game mode is the space,
Straight up space.
the Starfighter assault.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's just so much fun, being in a TIE fighter and just shooting the rebel spaceships.
Yeah.
Rebel scum.
Yeah.
But it's so responsive, the movement.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's
It's really good that they've got the which development team is working on the.
It was...
The first one was Dice. I believe.
Yeah, but
No,
they...
it's still Dice, but
They outsource specific things, so the
Oh,
space
yes,
combat
yeah.
was purely done. I can't remember the name of the company,
yeah, I mean,
but it's the same people that did the flight combat in the new Ratchet and Clank game. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Or is that?
I've no
Did I
idea.
make that up?
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I can't remember if they outsourced it or if Insomniac did that themselves. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, can you?
Either way.
No, I think they outsourced it maybe to Insomniac or something. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay. No.
Oh.
but basically it is
It's so tight.
It is amazing.
Oh, that's good.
It is.
Like, I mean, it takes you like 1 or 2 tries to get used to it, but as soon as you get used to
at
it,
first you're like,
just-
whoa. And then by
And
3
now-
seconds,
oh man, this is so good, and then you're dead.
Is
Yeah.
it like an inverted controls?
No,
it's like you have your crosshair, which is not in the center, it's wherever you put your mouse.
Oh.
And if you put your
It's like
mouse
a
too far
targeting
from one
module.
side, that's where you start turning to.
yeah,
Okay.
So you control
Because-
with your mouse, so like No Man's Sky, sort of. Sort of.
sort of.
But
Sort
good.
of.
But
Yeah, but
good.
way better and way more responsive.
Yeah.
And
But like, I mean, the thing you need to think about, so it's like when it comes to shooting, when you shoot, it's not directly in front of you; it's
Yeah.
where the mouse is pointing.
Yeah.
And then,
That's
so that's where the whole turning comes into, because you're just like, oh, he's over there, you move to go. So it kind of
That's
just
really
feels like
cool.
you're.
it's just like move where you're shooting. If the dude's going,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, he's there. And it's like, yeah.
It also like thematically makes sense for a lot of
Yeah.
ships because on a lot of Star Wars ships, this time I get really Star Wars nerdy. A lot of Star ships, their guns are on rotate swivels.
Yeah.
It's like on the TIE fighters, their guns are on the bottom and they can go like that. That's
Yeah.
why it makes sense where you can
Yeah.
do
and it's
that.
like
yeah.
with the Millennium Falcon where if
yeah,
like,
the
Luke's
Falcon's cannons are on the
moving the cannon,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon's not automatically going to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can shoot around the view and then
Yeah.
if it's any further. And also, coolest thing ever, you can fly inside the cockpit in first person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And it has some weird things that if you think about it shouldn't happen because space. But there's
Okay.
it's really cool though. It's basically like as if there was air resistance, so inside it's all like shaky and the windows like as you're flying around. And it's
okay.
so cool, but shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It's space, there's no air.
Yeah, but if you ignore that, I mean, everyone's going like pew pew, and there's no sound. But anyway, if you
People
ignore
making
that,
pew-pew noises.
yeah, you go to get the pew pews. Yeah, the sound design is so good. Like if you're fighting Slave One, like
Oh yeah.
and it shoots the proton torpedo
the
thing.
proton
That's just
torpedo.
like everything goes quiet, all the sound turns off, and it's just like
Oh.
it creates like
That's
this huge force field.
cool.
If you touch it, you explode.
Oh.
So
Wow.
it's like swim away, swim away.
The proton torpedoes are the ones that like Boba Fett or Jango Fett
Yeah,
shoots.
it's like-
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
ship,
and it does the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's like-
oh,
wow.
that's
And his
so
bosses, I
cool.
assume, are the same. Like the.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
and if he's
Exact
chasing you, it's like I
noises.
can hear him.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that's great is when you like in the beta they had for the space combat you could spawn in as Darth Maul in
Yeah.
his
Oh.
spaceship, and when you do it plays the music from the
Yeah.
the fight between him and like Qui-Gon.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wicked.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, his ship's awesome. You can turn invisible. It's like a stealth ship.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
cool.
Yeah, like appear behind people and just like blow them up.
Yeah, and if you shoot out of stealth, you get like a bonus damage and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll be adding new ships because Last Jedi's got like when I was last Jedi,
Yeah.
like
Well, I mean, you can play as Poe.
oh sweet
Yeah.
oh yeah you told me
In the beta, you can play as
use
his-
black and orange
his black-
Yeah, so usually you have 2 hero classes for each
Yeah.
team, and then you have 3 to choose from. So you have like
Oh, okay.
you have your bomber ship, your assault ship, and
Yeah, you have like a fighter, a bomber, and an interceptor.
Interceptor,
oh,
Each of them.
yeah.
Oh,
They each are like customizable.
was it like
abilities.
was it like constricted to a time era Star Wars? It was anything goes.
Like any sort of map in
Like
any.
so like so you
story.
said there was Poe Dameron and then Darth Maul. So is it just like doesn't matter like
Oh, no,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cross. Yeah, like,
Oh,
so
it
like
doesn't
Ray was
matter.
fighting Darth Maul on the
Oh,
ground.
okay,
so it's
sick.
all
Yeah.
just cross.
oh that's
What
cool.
about map wise? Is there like from all of the films? So like.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This
There was only
that space one, I'm pretty sure is part of the main story.
that's
like
Fondor.
from the
Yeah.
no, I'm pretty sure it's like that mission is more related to the single player campaign.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Is there an offline mode or like
Yes,
a?
Yeah,
there's
there's
a
a full-on campaign that
Yeah.
is canon.
yeah.
Oh, cool. I was more just thinking.
You play as an Imperial pilot. Is it pilot or soldier?
It's commander of like a
Yeah.
special
Oh,
forces
Commando,
unit.
yes, yeah.
Well, I was more thinking like, can you create essentially like a multiplayer but with offline
I
characters,
don't
like
assume.
so with bots
like
instead
a
of
bot mode. No,
Yeah.
No,
don't.
oh, there are.
Not quite, but they have an arcade mode
yeah.
where you have specific challenges that you have to do. So, for example, I was playing through that, and the first challenge I did was you have to spawn as either Darth Maul or like a B2 battle droid, and you have to defeat like 30 people as quick as you can.
Okay.
And
Under a time limit. And
Yeah.
when you kill someone, you get more time.
and like the better score you get like credits to buy
Yeah.
in-game boxes and
That
stuff.
makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
But one thing that is really cool is that you can do the arcade mode whilst like queuing for a server.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But does it automatically bring you back to the
Yeah,
game?
so that happened where Sean joined the server, and so it was full when I went on. So I was waiting in a queue. So I was just like, oh yeah, I'll see if like this works. Went on arcade mode, and then it's just like, all right, joining game. So it just like stops the arcade mode and just put me straight into the
That's
monster
really
mode.
cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And it was pretty tight design-wise in terms of bugs and things. I only broke the game once.
Oh,
And I had to like alter 4 out because I blew up in space and no respawn screen came up.
oh,
And if I pressed escape, the respawn button was grayed out.
Oh, wow.
that's amazing.
And so was the quit button.
What?
And the game was still going on, and this
Yeah.
timer appeared on my screen, and when I got to 0, it was just for the next objective. I thought it was going to respawn me,
Oh.
Oh, wow.
and I can still look around.
Have you guys played many of the like on foot battles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it like
I'm pretty bad at them.
I was gonna say, is it like because did any of you play the original Battlefront? Or not original, the one that came before, the newest the last
no.
remake. Yeah. So the big issue with that was it was very Twitch.
Yeah.
In the bad way, where it's just like you'd spawn, and if you didn't kill someone in like 2 seconds, you'd die. Because the spawning was random.
It's
team.
not like that.
Oh, thank God.
No, it's basically they've introduced. It's more Battlefield-y, but also
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
not. But they've introduced squads where you spawn
Oh,
with a
so,
squad of
yeah.
people.
Oh, cool.
And they're random each time.
Oh,
So sometimes
okay.
Ben and I will be in the same squad and be like, hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
But if your squad get like wiped out, it's like new squad then. Or-
Yeah, so it's just,
It just
whenever you
depends
queue
who's
to
spawning
respawn.
at the same time as
okay.
you
Oh,
are.
okay.
So it'll pick like 4 random people to respawn. Or you don't even need to. You could, if no one's dead, you just spawn by yourself or like 2
yeah.
people.
Oh,
But
that's
it's
sick.
up to squads of 4. And if you stay near your teammates, you get bonus points.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
that's cool. Yeah.
Which is what you use to like spawn in as like planes or like
Yeah.
hero characters.
That's really cool because like that sounds like the best anti for what the biggest issue of the first one was, where it's just no one fought in teams. It was just everyone running around and just like it was a free for all.
It sort of still is, but at least they're trying to push the team.
yeah. There's like
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
guys, please.
I mean, you lose. If I'm honest, you lose track of your teammates immediately.
Yeah,
like
oh,
they
okay.
just all run off, and you're like,
Yeah, because they may not
It doesn't really
necessarily
give you
yeah.
a good indicator of who is like
Yeah,
what's on your squad.
Unlike in
Yeah.
like Battlefield, where it's just like
You can
you know
see.
exactly.
Yeah.
where your
yeah,
team
yeah.
is.
But it does do that with friends. So when I was on,
Yeah.
because Ben and I are friends in Origin.
Yeah.
If we join a team, he will appear green
Oh yeah.
and wherever he is on the map.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's easy to find your friends, but not the people you spawn with.
Right.
But but it does sounds like that they don't actually always spawn you. Like if you said that you're friends on Origin, it doesn't always spawn you in the same team.
Oh,
No,
It's also the same
squad.
team, but not
Yeah.
the same
Oh,
squad.
squad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little bit weird. Like I would.
I like that. Keeps
I
it
know.
fresh.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you want to, like, play together, teamwork,
But-
then it may not get the squad benefits if you're not on the
Yeah.
same squad.
Yeah.
But they might have a way to make your own or whatever. But
Also, this is beta though. We're taking a lot of
That's
this into
true.
account.
Yeah.
plus, you can if you want to be on the same squad, all you got to do is wait them in the respawn screen and be like 3, 2, 1, go, and it'll put you on the same
Yeah.
one, basically.
Yeah.
It's like,
Nine
it's,
times
it's,
out
like,
of
it's
10.
like in Battlefield waiting for a vehicle. In, like,
Yeah.
spawn, when you're like, I can't bother spawning when there's no vehicle. She's like, I'll wait.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
funny. I like that.
It's good that the air combat seems a lot better because, like, in Battlefield games, I could never get air combat.
The air
down.
combat is
Like,
It's really good.
I'm always like, I got the jet, guys.
I love air combat.
yeah.
I'm never
I mean,
good at it.
It's really good also on the ground levels.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can still fly around and do stuff, but it's basically the same as if you're out in space anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the air resistance makes sense.
Yeah. Because there's an atmosphere to this area. Oh man.
But I mean, it's cool anyway because you're in this thing and it's like really rickety and
Yeah.
it feels really sort of like a prop from a movie.
Cool.
that's actually really cool.
Yeah, and when you get shot and like the window starts cracking and all the equipment starts spiking and things start flashing, and you're like, God dang it, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Do you have like
I
a?
didn't sign up for real war. I wanted to play a video game.
Do you have like a way of jumping out without dying?
Well, see, that's the thing. We
yeah,
looked at-
so no.
Okay.
You're
But,
trapped.
but in the controls, it does say an exit vehicle.
for the starship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the starship. Specifically for the starship.
Oh, wow.
so
So-
does the
I mean, we haven't pressed it, but you probably. I mean,
No,
the
I
beta's
pressed it,
nothing.
but it didn't work.
Okay, so but they could be implementing things.
Uh,
But it seems like they might be implementing like later on where you can like
Yeah.
jump out of your plane and do stuff like the original Battlefield.
Because that's what I was
Which could be
trying to
pretty
think.
cool.
Because I was like, if you're on land and like your ship is on fire, or like on like a land map, not like in a space map.
Yeah.
In
Do a loop.
Battlefield, yes.
In Battlefield, you could land
Yeah,
or
you
jump
could jump out and you
yeah.
had your parachute.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily that, but something similar.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a way, like
Down I go.
doing like a lot of tactics. Because otherwise you're just sitting there like, oh, I'm in a spaceship. All right, cool. I'm gonna die now.
Yeah,
I'm
and
shut
that'd be
down.
cool because a lot of the hero
Yeah.
ships translate to heroes you can play as on the ground. So imagine if you like crashed the Millennium Falcon and got out as Han Solo or something.
Yeah, you're like,
Because they're both the heroes or Darth Maul or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A Yoda spaceship. I mean, he wasn't in the game, so I assume.
Oh man.
Yoda spaceship's just like a Star Destroyer.
Like a hamster ball.
Yeah.
It's essentially like Grievous's ship in Revenge of the
Oh
Sith.
yeah.
There's a little
It
like
was
that
a
little
hamster
it was
ball. And it had legs. It was like
Oh man.
that's
I was like playing just that loop like a meme in the back of my head, just like it's so good.
just him jumping and oh man.
Oh man.
So was there like a runtime you guys are trying to stay under for
No.
this? No?
Alright, but we're wrapping up now.
Because we're at like 2 hours.
Oh, that's good.
That's
the usual
actually
time.
pretty good.
Yeah, so thank you guys for being on
Yeah.
No worries.
the
That's
podcast.
so good.
Now, why they were on, or everyone without everyone, while you're listening, you're like, why are they on? I'll tell you.
Who are these strange people?
So
Persons.
we are doing a second podcast because we're like, the one's not enough. We need to devote more time. No, I'm doing a second podcast called the Ramblers B-Sides, where we talk about music.
Woo!
Yeah. So we're getting which Sean and Ben will be on, and Eric, but he's not here. Motherfucker. But yeah, so
It's kind of really French over it. It's like,
Motherfucker.
Eric, but he's not here. I can't do a French accent, but motherfucker.
Jesus. Yeah, so we're doing that. We still haven't planned when we're gonna record it.
Yeah.
But it's happening soon. Hopefully, probably after uni because we're all getting pretty swamped.
Yeah.
But yes, that's happening. So yes, that's why they were on. So we talked about video game soundtracks and all that stuff. So yes, thank you guys for coming on for today's podcast.
No worries.
Being
Thanks for
awesome
having
and all that shit. Danny, where can they find us?
Okay, so you can find us on Facebook.
She forgot.
I forget again.
You're fine.
every single time. You can find it on Facebook. It's just the Ramblers podcast on Facebook, and then on Twitter you can find us on podcast_Rambler.
Yes.
And yeah,
Also, a little bit of a cheeky plug. Sean and Ben are in a band called ShadowShow. Go check them out. They're pretty fucking sick. So go check them out. Where can they find that shit?
You can find us on Facebook if you just search ShadowShow, or if you be really specific, you can do Facebook/ShadowShow Music. I think is our
Yeah, I think
Facebook
that's
tag.
it.
oh cool.
If that isn't our tag, then,
Then-
find the right one.
Yeah,
great.
let me check it now. Yeah.
Facebook.com/ShadowShow
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Because it used to be you could make a page and you get to make your own tag immediately like, for the thing, but
Yeah.
then they changed it to you have to get a certain amount of likes or something.
Okay.
But we already had one.
Oh.
I mean,
So,
we almost have hit 750.
yeah. Oh, sick.
So we're on like
Yep,
748.
it works. Shadow Show Music.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
Otherwise, you can find us on Triple J Unearthed
Yes.
and or Bandcamp.
Yes. And would highly recommend you go check these guys out.
yeah.
Alright. Yes. Is that it?
That's all, I think.
So,
Alright, so thanks for listening to this podcast, everyone. It was really awesome. Catch us next week. Unless we decide we're too busy. But we should be good. And catch you all next time. Bye. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
gotcha.